You'll be mine.
Hope it's not. Hope it's not too late. I hope it's not too late.
Good, you'll be mine. You'll be mine. Oh. 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 Good, you'll be mine. Good, you'll be mine. You'll be mine. Oh. Good, you'll be mine. You'll be mine. Oh. Good, you'll be mine. You'll be mine. Oh.
It's not too late.
You'll be mine.
Hope it's not. Hope it's not too late.
You'll be mine.
Hope it's not. I hope it's not too late.
Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing? I got my coffee. Welcome in, Parse, 2-Bit, Then, Gaybens. How's everyone doing? I'm just doing a very short morning stream. Because later... Wait, didn't mean to do that. How do I undo it? There you go. Yeah, so we're just doing a short stream today. Like, this morning anyway. Parse is forcing me to play games with you against my will today. Tough titties. Wait, hold on. Oh, right, okay. Cuomo is contesting the election? Crail of Xanth? No fucking shot, dude. Really? Just kidding? Oh, okay. Alright. I was like... Wait, what does this say? This camera's effective zoom level is limited by the selected blah blah blah. At 6, this okay. Oh, I see. I don't care. I just need to lower this temperature a bit, I think. Okay, maybe not that much. Okay, that's better. Alright. Yeah, how have we been doing? I've been here. I've been stressed. I was promised I didn't need to 3,000 years ago. By who? Okay, also, here, let me change this. Okay. I'm just gonna chill out a bit, let maybe people roll in if they want to. And then we're just gonna do some quick react content. And then I will actually be ending stream and, starting stream up again later in the afternoon. So we'll be doing games. We'll be doing community games. So I have some people who... I have some streamer friends who will come by and we'll play games with them. But then also, like, there will probably be, depending on what game we play, we'll probably have, like, slots open or something if viewers want to join, you know?
Icebeans, yeah,
What?
you live. We missed you. Like, I hope things are going well in your corner of the land. Why?
MDH, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. I missed y'all too. Okay, I did miss streaming. It's been 2 weeks since I last streamed. It's been more than 2 weeks. That's crazy. And they're going fine. Okay, they're going fine right now. I just like the last couple weeks have been super busy and super stressful. The shutdown has not helped. Basically it's like tripled my workload, right? Kitty time? Okay, I will get you a kitty. There we go. Toes and all, okay? You get the beans. There's your beans. There's your kitty. There's your shitty Hitler kitty. You have anything to say? Yeah? Okay, I put you down. He's a bit in a feisty mood. Are you gonna come sit with me? No? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Are you getting paid? Yes. So I'm getting paid because I'm a contractor. Like, I'm a third-party contractor. So as a result, we are funded until the end of the year. So as long as the shutdown doesn't last like past the end of the year, then I'm personally not in danger of like not getting paid. Now, that's not to say that, like, you know, other people I know are not getting paid. It's still not great. The fact that there are people who are like not working means that the jobs that they would be doing are not being done. So it's resulting in a lot of like knock-on effects, essentially, right? Okay, so I missed a few streams because you have been streaming later in the afternoon, so I have to ask you, why is Joe Biden behind you? MDH, okay, so I got a P.O. box, okay? Which is it's in the Discord, by the way. If anyone wants to send me stuff, right? You can check it out and see where it is in the Discord. It's like under the Icebeans social channel, okay? And so somebody just sent me this Joe Biden's cutout. And I don't know who. They never revealed themselves. But it's great. I've been keeping him there in the background. Sometimes, depending on how I feel, I've been like moving him so that he catches the light in this like demonic way. Here, let me show you. There you go. So that's what I've been doing with him sometimes. I'm thinking about making him a like a little Christmas hat or something, you know? Like make him little like seasonal accessories. Why is he a short king? I would say it's probably because this size is fairly affordable, you know? The bigger ones are like pretty expensive. Like especially the life size ones, right? I have a friend who works through a contractor on an Air Force base here. He's still getting paid, but his bosses aren't, so he has to do their work. Yes, and it's stressful. Like, my dad is currently not working, right? But what's happening is that they're basically being taken, they're being put in and out of, like, there are certain employees who are being put in and out of furlough status. And that's because the work has to get done at some point, right? Like, at some point, the work has to get done. So what they're doing is, for certain workers, they're like keeping them most of the time like in furlough status, and then they'll bring them in, take them off of furlough status for like a day or two, and then they put them on furlough status again. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy, right? Like for example, like you know, I work with like, you know, like foreign service annuitants who retire from the Department of State, right? Their annuities are not paid through like like federal funds, you know, like they're not paid through that fund. So retirees continue to get paid throughout the shutdown, right? But the people who process their payroll are affected by the shutdown. So, just as an example of like a really small, like a small scale, like small lens example of like how the shutdown can affect like you, right? If you're a retiree, right, you are still gonna get paid. Like, you're still gonna get paid every month. However, because the people who are working on your payroll are, for the most of the month, they are laid off. If you have any issues, like let's say you didn't get paid, let's say you had your bank hacked and you had to change your bank account, let's say you have to change your contact information, update your like your taxes and stuff. So
I'm FG, she's streaming. Hani nasi kuya skia pa atani perishari ba agito station.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Thank you. Joe, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. We're doing a short stream this morning, and then later we're doing a longer one, okay? Like later today. So yeah, so basically, like, if you have any issues, if you have any actual issues with your payroll, then like that's the kind of stuff that will get onto the backlog, right? Like, you might not find that they can handle those problems as timely as they could, right? When is later? Okay, here, let me put it this way, okay? It is currently 9:27 a.m. Around 4:30 p.m. I will be starting stream again. So what is that? I need to count. Okay, wait, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 7 hours, okay? In about 7 hours, I'll be starting up stream again. Good morning, Chip. And we'll be doing community games, okay? So when I say community games, what I mean is like I have like some co-op games that we can play. I have some like streamer friends that I've invited. But also like depending on what's going on, you know, people want to join us, they can. So yeah. Just doing a quick one this morning because I don't think I will get to yap about like whatever the fuck it is I normally yap about later on, you know? What games? Oh, Parse, come on now, you know. Maybe we'll make, actually, Parse, if I can have you draft an announcement, please. With our list of games. Just so that we can put it in the Discord because I don't remember. So I did want to update. Let me see what's happening over here. What did I want to update? I said that and I immediately forgot what I was gonna update. I moved all the plants inside, if y'all couldn't tell. It's officially that time. It wasn't even that cold. It was just like, it was like fluctuating enough that I could tell that the plants were gonna be like, I hate this. A mid-game. Oh yeah, that's fine. It is way too early for you to have already been streaming for half an hour. Can't do it. Welcome in. I actually woke up early today. That Cooper fellow. Hello, that Cooper fellow. Welcome in. First time chat. I'm dropping a trailer for my next video in a few minutes. Oh, hell yeah. You want to drop that link in here when you do? We can watch it. We can watch it. So, anyways, okay. Also, I'm glad that Lauren is working because like 11 Labs kept trying to charge the wrong like payment thing, like repeatedly. Yep, I'm a new person. Welcome in, new person. How are you doing? I won't stereotype and assume that you know all the Coopers, just because you're called Cooper. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a little much. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to be as racist as I was before. We look alike as well? Oh no. Okay, wait. No, don't play into my racial biases. No, don't do that. What do you mean? What are you doing?
I love Israel, and beans love me. I can confirm that Lauren Southern is the favorite person of Icebeans, the streamer. Icebeans loves Lauren Southern and Israel.
I disavow Lauren, okay? He definitely knows all the fellows. Oh, is that worse though? Is that worse if he knows all of the fellows? You know? Okay. So, actually, hold on. Before I forget again, I need to do this real quick. Okay. I need to get my fucking drawing tablet out. Plug that in because I need that. With a soft W, please. Oh god. So yeah, how about that? I didn't get to talk about this, okay? How about that blue sweep? How are we feeling? Couple days out? How's everyone feeling about that? I've been seeing some truly interesting things about Mamdani. Actually, you want to know something funny is that Sharia law is in, baby. We did it. You want to know something really cool? Okay, so yesterday I went to go get my blood draws for like my is it biannual? It's biannual if you do it 2 times a year, right? So I went to go get my blood draws for like my biannual like cancer screening. And like the lady who checked me in was talking to me about Mamdani. Like I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, so she we were talking about my name. Or no, she asked me basically like if I was from India. Okay, which I'll give her a pass for that because she's like, you know, a little old lady. In South Carolina, yes, MDH, yes. So she asked me, okay, so first she asked me if I was Indian. And I said, you know, no, I'm Sri Lanka. And then usually if people don't like immediately if people don't immediately like light up in recognition when they hear Sri Lanka, I'll tell them like, you know, it's like right below India, you know. And then she was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, so like do y'all speak the same languages? I was like, no, you know, not really. But there's a lot of different languages in India. And then she starts talking to me about Mamdani, and she tells me, okay, so she was like, it was so interesting. Oops, hold on. Did stream stutter for a second? Yeah, stream stuttered. Oh shit. Because he's South Asian. Yeah, so yep, Windows sounds, yeah, okay. It should be fine now. But yeah, so then she was basically like, you know, oh, you know, he like, yeah, he's so young. You know, I really hope he's able to like live up to, you know, expectations. And I couldn't, I like the way she was talking, I couldn't tell if she was like, she wasn't like hating on him. She was more like, she was kind of like hopefully skeptical. I don't know how to explain like how she was like she was obviously, I think she was happy. But in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it. But she was definitely not like shitting on him or anything, you know? She was just like, I like, you know, I hope and I'll pray for him and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, that's, you know, that's sweet. I said, I think he'll do well. I think we need to give him a chance to show us what he can do. That's what I told her. And she was like, because all the young people are really excited about him. I was like, this is crazy, dude. Like, this is a woman in like a hospital. You know, talking to me in South Carolina, exactly, in South Carolina, about Mamdani. Maybe she thinks he's gonna get assassinated by the Epstein cabal. Jesus. I just think it's so funny. It's like, and she couldn't remember his name. I think that's why, because she said something else at first, and I was like, oh, I used to talk about Mamdani, like the mayor of New York. It's just interesting how like that news has just gone like and like penetrated into like the local like headspace, you know? Now because our area didn't really have any we didn't have any like real like, at least my area didn't really have any like there was like one thing that was being elected on. It was like city commissioner or something like that. You doing the Dutch voting quiz today? I am. Yes, Pippinwig. I'm gonna have to find that link. I think it's in our server. Let me just pull it up. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, it's in the politics channel, I think. I'll probably do that in like 15 minutes. I can tag you. I can tag you, Pippinwig, when I start that. Oh, here we go. I found it. But yeah, so there's that. There was that. What else was there? What else? Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about, the other thing I wanted to yap about was fucking, like, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like, what the hell's going on with her, dog? If they're anything close to fair elections in 2026, I think last Tuesday shows the Democrats are probably going to stomp the Republicans into the ground. The Supreme Court gerrymandering, so much is going on. So the funny thing is that, like, so I'm really important, actually. Like, listening to him talk about this makes me think that, like, it is way harder for them to actually, like, rig the elections than we think. In the sense that, okay, so for example, like, there's definitely challenges. Like, I don't know if y'all have heard about the fucking Dominion thing being, is it Dominion? Wait, I need to check this. Yeah. So there's this. Let me pull this up. I called it months ago on MTG. She's not dumb, she's just looking out for March. Oh yeah, I mean that makes sense. But I think that they're right in I think AOC is right when she said something about, what did she say about like how she's basically she's salty that that apparently Trump killed her Senate chances or some shit like that. Like, I feel like that's probably true. And also she's probably getting a lot of heat from her constituents because like Georgians are poor as shit, you know? Okay, so there's this, right? Former GOP election official buys Dominion voting system, says he'll push for paper ballots. He did one of these by MDH. Okay. So yeah, so he, you know, so this is concerning, right? Like, this is freaking concerning. Like, I don't know, so it's called Liberty Vote now, dog. It's called Liberty Vote. How stupid is this shit? So, okay, so like this kind of thing is very concerning, okay? But honestly, I would say more than the gerrymandering, which I think that the gerrymandering, if I'm understanding this correctly, the gerrymandering will fuck Republicans over in the longer run, right? Because it's going to make it so that if like Democratic control is secured over the places that have been gerrymandered, which if Trump continues to be Trump, we know that's going to happen based on these last elections. It marginalizes the Republicans even more. That's been my understanding, right? So to me, it's things like this that are more concerning than things like gerrymandering. Because with the gerrymandering, like, obviously there's like the back and forth, and we'll see how it comes up and who gets, you know, who gets what out of the gerrymandering, but like this is more concerning to me. Like, if we can't trust the Dominion system, you know? So, yeah. Yes, gerrymandering is bad. No, it is the other way around. If they gerrymander all states possible, it is Democrats that will lose seats overall. But for me, the big one is the Supreme Court and the voter rights bill. That could be bad. No, I'm not saying that. Okay, wait. To be clear, MDH, I'm not saying that gerrymandering is like overall good for Democrats. I'm saying it's overall good for Democrats if it's the longer run thing. It's like the thing where it's basically like in the shorter run, yes, we lose out. Yes. But because of this is my understanding, I think I could be wrong, right? But it's my understanding that because of the way that they are gerrymandering, also, I don't know, am I saying this wrong? Gerrymandering? Is it gerrymandering? Like, basically, they will, like, okay, let's say a gerrymandered district or whatever you'll call them gets flipped to blue. Now it marginalizes Republicans more because they've been like cornered into their little like bubbles even more because of the gerrymandering. Does that make sense? No, Jerry is right. Jerry? Well, if we're not in a total dictatorship in 5 years, maybe it could be okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It, like, you know, obviously I would prefer it to not be gerrymandered in the first place. Highlighted conduits link. Okay, thank you. Jerry! I think we have... Do we have the Jerry? No, we don't have the Jerry. Why don't we have the Jerry emote? The fucking... wait, hold on. I don't think we have space, okay? I don't think we have space. But I'll check. Where's the Jerry? You probably deleted to add 100 more. Oh, come on now. Where is Jerry? You know what I'm talking about. The Jerry. Okay, I can't find it. This is shameful. This is shameful. It's not even in like this first scroll. Oh, there you go. There you go. I don't think we have it. I don't think we have space. Oh, we have... Wait. We have space. Alright, it's in there. Okay, so first we're gonna look at Conduit's link, and then we're gonna do this Dutch quiz, okay? Let's see. Let me turn this down. Okay, where? Oh, right. Okay, so Conduit Biscuit, fellow creator, community member, some might say orbiter. No, I'm just kidding. Has released a trailer. We're gonna look at it real quick for his next. Don't stop. Why would you do this? Give me a sec. Trailer for my next vid. Visionary plus actor. Yeah. Okay, so he's released a trailer for his next video, which you should go and, the link is pinned in chat, so you should go and like it and give it some engagement, and let's fucking go. There you go, okay? We'll watch this, see what it's about.
I'm so sick
Wow.
like, little passive-aggressive ways of insinuating someone's an anti-Semite. Just say it.
With Russia, with Ukraine, with Israel, with every other proxy conflict, it actually is as simple as the President of the United States calling somebody up and saying, "You're done here."
Do a little tap dance.
Nah, the face.
Like this, Massa?
You know, this was a sort of sign that they recognized they needed to get more aggressive because their previous tactics in Hezbollah were just utterly falling flat.
Secular talk and breaking points. Okay. Oh, Monday, November 10th. Oh, Monday. Nice. Okay, real quick, just so you know, Conduit, I'm very excited. Okay, I figured that was who you were doing it on. That bass, man, that bass blew out my ears. But I think it was supposed to be deep fried, so I completely understand. Jesus Christ, how horrifying. So yes, go check him out. Okay, he's been doing some pretty good work, pretty good video essays, right? So yep, go check that out. Nope. Don't play it. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Hey yo. All right, there's my engagement. Pretty good work, Icebeans. Yeah, there you go. Now, I know we don't have many of our Dutchies in chat, okay? But I have been asked to take this quiz. Okay? It's my understanding, such a strong endorsement. Yeah, if somebody asked wait, Jesus Christ, what did I just... Oh yeah, if somebody asked me if I would vote for Conduit, I would say yes, okay? If I endorse Conduit, I would say yes. I wouldn't hesitate. Okay, unlike some people. So, I've been asked to take this quiz. Recently, the Netherlands elected a new prime minister, and I've been kind of like figuring out a little bit about their politics. Here, let me very quickly, I don't know if Pippenwig is still... Just in case. So my friend Pippenwig in chat. Oh, okay, never mind. Here we go. She's right here. Yeah, she's not quite prime minister yet, but he probably will be. Wait, when you say probably will be, what do you mean? Do you mean that there needs to be one more like election or something? Where's Ergy? Good question. Good question. Here, let me be a butt face. Oh, and let me get the music back up again. I'm gonna be a butt face and tag her. Okay, his party won a majority, so if he can form a coalition, he'll be prime minister, if I'm understanding correctly. Okay, and a coalition, yeah, okay. And a coalition is basically where, okay, yeah. I'm familiar with coalitions because of, like, okay. We had a coalition once. Who did we have a coalition with? Who? I'm genuinely, like, trying to remember, right? Okay, alright. My hubby says I have to say hi in chat, so hi. Hi, Pippenwig. Sweden elected the CEO of IKEA as your new PM. Wait, what? There's no way. You're gonna... Hold on a sec. I'm Googling this off screen. Come on now. Don't tell me that... Okay, wait, what? No. No. No way. Wait, what? No, that's not true. He's assembling his cabinet? Okay, you fuckface. You fucker. That's a good one. Good one. Okay, alright. So anyways, I'm gonna start, she's asked me to take this quiz so that, basically it'll give me statements, from the different political parties in the Netherlands, and, it'll basically tell me which one I most closely align with. So, yeah. We had a coalition for a while, actually, but they died last election. Okay, wait, hold on. When you say we, actually, now I don't know if you're talking about Australia or America. Okay, wait. Is it gonna auto-translate? Am I gonna have to have the website... I don't want to have the website read. Okay, the mortgage interest deductions should be abolished. What are the... Okay, wait, so am I supposed to... Lurker Zone 2? Yeah. Am I supposed to find out what the parties think? Alright, MDH, enjoy your festival. Post pictures. Wait, what festival? Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I mean, we, America died last election. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. But yes, Pippenwig, am I supposed to click on the what do the parties think? Like, is that good if I do that? Was that Hermes? Did you hear that? Okay, yes, exactly, so you can find out more about the topic and see how you feel about the talking points. Okay, what do the parties think? Okay. Once... I think that might be a translating error. These parties agree with the statement. These parties do not agree nor disagree. These parties disagree. Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. So also, I guess, like, should I search? Oh, okay, here we go. The scheme whereby you can deduct the interest you pay to the bank on your mortgage with your tax return. As a result, you pay less tax. Okay, the scheme whereby you can deduct the interest you pay to the bank on your mortgage with your tax return. As a result, you pay less tax. Okay. I think before I look at what the parties think, I feel like this is... I feel like that's generally good. I don't know if I have like a specific reason as to why, but I guess we'll find out when we click on these things, right? If you want to know how you would vote without bias, you can ignore what the parties say till the end, see your results, then go on back and see what you think. I think that might be actually good. Do you know how? Oh, there are 30 questions, right? I think I'll read through it. I don't remember. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't remember like which was which, right? Like, you know, you gave me a breakdown of the different parties and which were like bad and which were good, but I don't remember the names. So I think it'd be fine if I read some of them, at least to see what it is, right? Okay, houses have become far too expensive. The mortgage interest deduction drives up prices and helps especially people with expensive homes. We make homes more affordable. We respect people who have just taken out a mortgage and put the proceeds into lower income tax for everyone. In a very tight housing market, the mortgage interest deduction has an even further price increasing effect. So we therefore want to very gradually abolish the mortgage interest deduction. Wait. Oh, so it should be abolished. I see. Okay, that's the statement. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so actually, okay. So these are the people who think it should be gone, and this is like reasons against it. Okay. Even further price increasing effect. Okay. The mortgage interest deduction drives prices up. In the long run, it must therefore disappear. In the short term, we want to abolish these for houses above 600,000 euros. Okay. All right. We want to abolish these for more expensive houses. Right. Okay, that makes more sense. Makes room for... Okay. I mean, this is kind of making me feel, maybe I should only go through a few of these so that I don't, like, take fucking forever on everything. What the hell is happening? Let's see what the Pirate Party has to say. Mortgage interest deductions cost billions and leads to artificially high housing prices. It is a disguised subsidy to banks. Only the richest benefit. We want to phase out the HRA first. Okay. I mean, I think that is making me feel like it should be abolished for at least, like, the higher levels. Let's see any arguments for it. Okay. Many homeowners depend on this deduction. Ensures peace of mind in the housing market. It helps working Dutch people. Ensures that more people can get their own home. Okay. Like, I can see how it would be beneficial, like, short term to, like, on the lower level, because it gives them an extra tax deduction. But I think it really depends on how much of a problem it is that, like, people with, like, really rich people, like, how much more they benefit, right? Like, if they benefit disproportionately more, then in the long run, it'll probably be better if it's gone. Okay. Would hit many homeowners financially hard. The party who won the almost prime minister is D66, so that should tell you what we're gonna have here. Okay, gotcha. And PVV is our extra party, kind of Trump. Okay. The property is not a new source of income. Okay. I think... Oh, right. Okay. Agree. Attendance at demonstration. The police must keep track of who is present at a demonstration that has been banned by the mayor. Okay. Okay, before I find out what do the parties think, I think I would say no, they should not be keeping track. right? A demonstration, you have the right to demonstration. A demonstration must be notified to the mayor in advance. Usually permission is given, but the mayor can ban a demonstration if he thinks it's a danger to the public order or if the rights of others are considered more important at a time. Now, it is not tracked who participates in a forbidden demonstration unless someone also does something else that is forbidden. You can keep track of photos or cameras with facial recognition. I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna look at a couple of opinions, but I would say no, they should not be keeping track, right? Hey, Ergie, I'm doing a Dutch political parties quiz. To see which one I would kind of align with, right? One conservative MP switched sides in Canada, and the one is more flirting with joining the Libs and is being threatened by Polivier to not do it or else. Oh my god, what is Polly gonna do, right? There's also some Christian parties if you're wondering about those. Oh yeah. Hold on, let me read the rest of your comment real quick. Okay, D66, current winners, PVV, old losers, Trumps, Pirates, Yar. I remember the Pirates, Grown Links, Environment, Workers' Party, PVDD, Party for Animals. Interesting. There, he said there will be hell to pay. I don't know what that means, but that sounds scary. I'm not that scared. Didn't he lose his own, like, didn't he lose his own, like, fucking, his own, what was it called? Area? His seat? PVD is the best one. By the way, you don't have to do the test. Oh, come on now. He did lose his own seat. Okay, I'm gonna look, but yeah, I think I already see why. Like, let's see what the Pirate Party says. Stands for the right to demonstrate, the right to piracy, and the democratic rule of law. The right to demonstrate is already under pressure. We want to strengthen the right to demonstrate freely and unspied. Unspied is a great word. Unspied? That's a great fucking word. Okay, let's see. Demonstrating is a fundamental right. Wait, is it PVDA or PVD? Wait, what is... Is this the one that you were talking about, Argy? The Grown Links PVDA? PVDD? Or is that the Party for the Animals? That one is okay too? Oh, so you're talking... So PVDD is party... No, hold on. I'm very confused now. There's PVDA, and then there's PVDD. PVDA is workers, PVDD is animals. So is this the work... This is the workers one, and this is the animals one. When you say PVDD is then... Okay, alright. Demonstrations are not a distortion of order, but a proper... Yeah, I would say... I don't even need... I don't need... Yeah, okay. Minimum wage age down. The minimum wage adults should be subject... Wait. Should be subject to 18 years of age. That's 21 years now. So basically, like, minimum wage should apply to adults who are 18 years of age. So basically, they're saying you're lowering the age for minimum wage. Why couldn't they just say that? That's funny. I would say yes, they should. Because you're legally an adult at 18 in the Netherlands, right? What's the legal adult age? Wait. Age of majority? 18? It's minimum wage, not minimum wage. Ooh. Okay, why would you fucking give me Newfoundland and Labrador, dude? I said NL. What the fuck? AI says 18, okay? Criminal law. Hi, Shai Halud. What's wrong with Newfies? I'm just saying, I didn't search for Newfies. Okay, I'm gonna say yes, but let's look at very quickly at what they say, okay? At 18 years old, you're an adult. You can vote, drink alcohol, and get your driver's license. Same job, same paid. Correct? That's fine. Get less pay. Blah blah blah. Yep. Okay. Yep. This makes sense. Christian Union says. Current youth minimum wage for 18 years old and older to the level of the minimum wage for... Oh, right, okay, yeah, okay, that's basically it. Fair working conditions, okay, let's see let's see the arguments against. We want everybody to make ends meet. We do not think that raising the minimum wage for young adults is wise because it significantly increases the cost for entrepreneurs and because more young people will not complete their education. Oh, shut up, dude. No. We support the increase in the youth minimum wage in the coming years, but we are not in favor of lowering the age limit. Okay. Do not increase the adult minimum wage for 18 to 20-year-olds. That costs jobs. What? No, bro. Okay, yes. Okay, Leistad Airport must be open for commercial aviation. The carrying of passengers, mail, or cargo by aircraft for a fee, with the aim of making profit from it. Wait. Why? Okay, why? Leistad Airport, an airport near Leistad, Lelystad, was gonna take over holiday flights from Schiphol. In 2022... the airport did not receive a nature permit, which means it could not open. A nature permit is government permission for activities that are bad for nature, such as nitrogen emissions or noise. The airport still has not received this permit. Therefore, there can be no commercial passenger air flights at Lelystad Airport. Earlier this year, Lelystad Airport was designated as a training place for aircraft of the Army. Okay, so it didn't receive a nature airport. So let's look. I guess if it I would say initially I would say probably no if it didn't receive the thing. Let's see what they say. This is the first neither thing I've seen. Possible opening should be accompanied by agreements about fewer flights to and from Schiphol, where now there's a lot of noise pollution. That's still unclear. Let's see. The airport is completely ready. We need to stop meeting over a ready-made airport, so it's open. With that, we can relieve Schiphol. Important for business climate can relieve Schiphol and give an economic boost to Flevoland. Flevoland? That sounds familiar. Is that where... No, I'm thinking of something else. Okay, let's see what these guys say. More flights, more CO2, more noise. That harms nature and health. Extra pressure on the living environment of local residents due to more noise pollution and traffic congestion. Does anyone here actually live near an airport? It's loud, right? My parents live near, they live quite close to train tracks, and that is pretty fucking noisy already, you know? I can't imagine living near an airport. I think that you, I think you'd get used to it, right? But pay boards of living wage. Okay. I think I still don't know enough about this to make a informed decision, I guess. I would say that if they haven't received their nature permit, then it shouldn't open, you know? I would say that the commercial use of the airport is not an end in itself for the CDA, but can only be done under strict conditions. Quieter and cleaner flying in a solution for lowering flow flying routes. That's what I would say, right? If they haven't received their nature permit, aviation needs to shrink dramatically. Holy shit, bro. This is such a strong statement. Duchies, is she winning? Okay, here, I will disagree. Oh, I need to go through these a lot faster. I'm gonna take 2 hours on this quiz. Okay, priority status holders. Municipalities should be able to determine for themselves whether the status holders give priority to social rental property. People who have applied for asylum in the Netherlands and have been granted a residence permit. Okay, wait. Municipalities municipalities must be able to determine for themselves whether they give status holders priority to a social rental property. Status holders are okay. Municipalities are obliged to offer these people a suitable home and can therefore give status holders priority over a social rental home. This is how space is created in asylum seeker centers. There are often long waiting times for social housing. A bill has been put in place to abolish the priority arrangements of municipalities for status holders. Okay, just off of the bat, before I look into this, I feel like that's like right now that's better for like asylum seekers. Maybe at the like cost, at somewhat of a cost to like local people who are finding housing, or like low income people who are finding housing, right? Social housing. Not if she votes CDA. Ha ha ha. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's see what the party thinks, okay? Let's see what CDA thinks. Municipalities should keep the freedom to give priority to vulnerable groups at their own discretion. With the Spreading Act? With the Spreading Act? Huh? We do ask municipalities to take their responsibility by contributing to the reception of asylum seekers. Right, they are asking them to take responsibility. They're not making them take responsibility, right? The shortage of affordable housing is being used to pit groups against each other. More affordable homes are the solution, not the exclusion of vulnerable groups. That is why we are reversing the ban on priority for status holders. Wait, reversing the ban on priority... Oh, there's currently a ban. Oh, there's currently a ban? Wait, there's currently a ban on what? A ban leads to extreme situations. Wait. D66 does not want to oblige that and not prohibit that. A ban leads to extreme situations such as victims of fire or domestic violence who would become homeless just because they are status holders. A ban on priority. I'm so confused. Are difficult to explain to other housing seekers. It causes a concentration of vulnerable groups in neighborhoods with many problems. Therefore, status holders should be more often accommodated in rich neighborhoods and municipalities. Okay. That's actually a good point. That's a good point for... Wait, I guess I'm finding it difficult to understand. I think what I'm finding difficult to understand is, like, the statement itself, right? Am I able to skip this? Okay, I'm gonna skip this question for now. I'll just remember it's question 5. The government must set a 15-year age limit for social media. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, let's see what the parties think really. Let's see. The minimum wage is now 13 years. There are younger users. I would say yes, right? Just off of like the bat, but also like it's difficult to say. Well, no, it's not that I really support like a ban for younger users. I would just like, I'd like parents to be more present and also like more like education on like how to use it responsibly. That more so than a ban, because a ban just like, I feel like a ban just kind of I don't know that it really stops kids from getting online. It just like makes them more sneaky, right? You know? Like, you know, which parent is gonna say, oh, like the legal age is 15, so you can only... And then when you're 15, if you don't, you do have to learn how to navigate social media. Like, it unfortunately is a part of many people's worlds, including mine. So, like, if you don't have like regulation skills or moderation skills for social media, like just setting you loose at 15 is not gonna be like, that's not, you're not going to, it's just not gonna work out, right? So I'm just going to say no. Let's see what the Pirate Party says about it. An age limit is practically uncontrollable and makes online anonymity impossible also for adults. Regulate big tech so that they make social media less harmful and addictive. Yes. And okay, media literacy, that was the word, yes. They're introducing minimum age of 16 now. It's which disadvantaged group gets preference, if any. Oh, like you're talking about the previous question, right? Here, yeah. Okay, I'll say disagree. More money for developmental aid, yes. I would say yes. Let's just see. There's an international agreement to spend 0.7% of gross national income. Since 2013, the Netherlands no longer achieves that 0.7% due to cuts. I would say yes. Oh. Giving money outside of emergency assistance maintains a dependency relationship. People in poorer countries are more concerned about removing barriers to trade, intellectual property, and free access to information. Let's see. Poverty, war, and climate problems also have consequences for the Netherlands. Agree. Developmental aid in a targeted way. Yep. Okay. I would say yes. Like, I'm gonna look at a couple of these. What the fuck? The PVV wants to abolish developmental aid completely and spend the money in the Netherlands. Bro! They probably gave it all to animals? Yeah. In an unsafe world, it is necessary to invest in our own security and defense. That means we spend less on developmental cooperation. Bro. Okay, yes. I like how it says once. Once. You know? Control of religious lessons. The government should more strictly control what young people learn at churches, mosques, and other organizations that teach based on philosophy of life. That's an interesting one. The government has created rules for schools to ensure that children only learn things that fit Dutch values and standards. That's also being checked. There are organizations that teach young people outside of school hours on the basis of religion or philosophy. No agreements have been made about the content of those lessons, and now there is almost no control over them. I feel like, on one hand, okay, this is an interesting one because I feel like, on one hand, it could be good against certain things that are generally more toxic, like, you know, certain Jehovah's Witness teachings, for example. But then I also feel like this is in another way, it's like, it's almost like a veiled, like, Islamophobia thing, or you know what I mean? Like, I have my problems with Islam, I'm gonna be honest, and particularly with like Sharia law, but I generally think that as long as, for example, you have, like, you don't have people trying to enforce, like, for example, like Sharia law in a different country. Like, you can be Muslim, you could practice, like, that's perfectly fine. But if you are attempting to hold Sharia law, like, over the law of the country that you're in, that's when I start to have a problem with it, right? So, like, if this policy is then being used to control how people, like, practice their religion, I guess it's tricky, right? Let's see what these people say, right? Schools are regulated to ensure they reach a standard of education. Religious schools are exempt from that. I do worry about schools having no checks for what they're putting in kids' minds. It says outside of school hours. If it's, this says outside of, where there are organizations that teach young people outside of school hours on the basis of religion or philosophy. Okay, let's see what people think. Let's see PVV. The government? Oh, okay, alright then. The government must strictly control what young people learn in mosques, Quranic schools, and Islamic organizations because of anti-Western and anti-Semitic indoctrination. Okay. Alright then. Alright, okay. Who saw that coming? Ads. We got ads. I unironically support this. I mean, that actually is an issue. Okay, no. Okay, to be clear, it's so weird, right? Because I'm actually... I actually do think Sharia law is a real problem. Like, you know, but I think the problem is, right? Like, do y'all have a Wahhabism problem? Like, do y'all have Wahhabism problems in the Netherlands, right? Like, are people attempting to actually hold to Sharia law, like, in the Netherlands, you know? Muslims in Europe are way more radical than Muslims migrant groups else. Wahhab, yeah, what now? Okay, so... Is this how you spell it? It's basically like, so this is the Saudi Arabian, this is like, I'm pretty sure it's Saudi Arabian. It's like the Saudi Arabian,
Good morning, my local Icebeans in the chat. Jasa says hi too.
Hi Deez, and hi Jasa. Welcome in. Thank you for the resub, I appreciate that. But yeah, this is like the extreme leg of Sunni Islam that's like taught in Saudi. Like this is the terrorist, the actual terrorist shit. Also, we really need to make a distinction on Sharia law because there are multiple schools of Sharia, mainly 7. I did not know that. Okay, as far as I know, it's not like super extremist shit, but for example, they can teach anti-LGBT stuff. The problem is that, like, okay, this is gonna sound like the anti-LGBT stuff. I don't know, like, I feel like it's really, that's a really tricky one because I don't feel like I can regulate them not teaching, like, them teaching, like, anti-LGBT stuff without also saying, like, you aren't allowed to practice your religion. Like, they're going to go, it's going to go into, it's more of like a, I agree with, like, this sentiment. I would like there to not be anti-LGBT stuff, but I know that in tackling that sentiment, like if I wanted to make that my hard line, then I'm taking on a lot more problems that I think it would be pragmatic to not take on. If that makes sense. Like if I'm going to tell a group, hey, you can practice your religion however you want, but you can't practice your religion in this way, which is like the one man, one woman, whatever shit, right? And it's like, then you're talking about like persecution complexes, you're talking about like, you know, you're talking about like the, like France banning like burqas, you know, it's things like that, that I feel like that's a bigger problem to tackle, and it's not worth that effort. And then it gets into like free speech things. It's like, I feel like it's just a bigger problem. Like I'm fine with saying like, yeah, you can teach like mostly whatever the fuck you want. If you want to teach them that marriage is only one man, one woman, as long as you're making it clear, this is like for you, your community, like if you want to marry somebody, if you want to like not allow your kids to, like, but you can't do that like with the rest of the community. You can't go to like the government and say, hey, on the basis of our religious beliefs, you should let us discriminate, or you should let us like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the, yeah, a Sharia law tier list. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, here, I'm gonna keep that, I'm gonna open that in a different tab, and we'll look at it in a sec. Oh, I think you've actually, you know what, I think I maybe have seen this. Okay, anyways. You have to keep in mind that religious schools in ML also get government subsidies, and they teach that shit that's against our constitution. Oh, okay, see, okay, Ergi, that's like the, okay, here's the thing. Okay, hold on. Okay, that I think would be a good point, right? Okay, let's see what people think. Okay. Unfortunately, these lessons sometimes also go against the Dutch values and norms, such as about the position of the woman or LGBTQ persons. If so, the government must be able to intervene, okay? Party for the animals. Educational freedom is valuable, but should never lead to discrimination. Educational segregation is actively combated so that all pupils are treated equally. Wait. Strictly control. I feel like strictly control stands for freedom of religion and everyone has a right to learn outside of school hours, but there's no room for education that goes against the values of the Dutch rule of law. We also make a teaching material from weekend schools public. Oh, see, I like that. I like that part, right? I don't know why you can't highlight this, but I like this part. You know? I feel like if it's public, then it's a little bit... I mean, it's so weird because, like, if you vote for this, like, it's so funny, like, you have, like, of course, like, the Pirate Party makes sense to not, like, you know, they treat it as government surveillance. How the NCTV infiltrated with mystery Muslims went way too far, only with a concrete suspicion. Is it appropriate to keep an eye on a specific philosophical group? Inform yourself. I love how they put, like, links to, like, you know, this is great. Okay, let's see. Parents are free to raise their children. Freedom of religion. Freedom of education. The government has rightly always refrained from overseeing informal privacy of citizens in churches and mosque organizations because it infringes on classical freedoms. Peace for animals. Freedom of religion. He's on a break, so I decided to peek here. Nice, nice. Maybe she's seen the though she likes D66. Wait, what does D66 say? I mean, like the Dutch rule of... Okay, see, this is what I'm saying is like, I think this part of it is like the Dutch rule of law, right? If you're talking about Dutch culture, that's one thing. I feel like culture can sometimes be used as a... not a dog whistle, but like a way to say like, oh, we don't like your kind around here, boy. Like, you know, that kind of thing. But if it's a rule of law, you know, this is what I am against. Like, I'm against you saying, for example, you know, that you, okay, here's an example. Here's a more concrete example, right? I wouldn't like it if, okay, here's what I would be for and what I would be against, right? If you're for letting, like, you know, Muslims to practice their religion, you know, their kids or whatever aren't allowed to be gay or whatever the fuck, right? That's... I don't like it, but I'm fine with them having that freedom. What I would not want is, for example, if your kid is in a marriage, if your daughter is in a marriage, and they cannot get out of that marriage under Sharia law, they are not allowed to just ask for a divorce. Under Sharia law, or at least my understanding of Sharia law, there's a lot more steps that are involved, that it involves like a whole ton of shit that wouldn't, I can guarantee you, even though I don't know what the process is for obtaining a divorce under Dutch law, I know that Sharia law is way more difficult than whatever the level of Dutch law is. So if you, as a Muslim person, is not allowing your daughter to get her divorce because it doesn't fit that Sharia law standard, that's what I have a problem with. That's my, like, you know what I'm saying? Why is it fine to be being gay is evil in a government-funded school? Well, okay, but Ergi, this is what I'm saying though. It's like, I think that does depend on like what they receive. Like, if they're receiving government subsidies, I do agree that like they should have a little bit more say, right? In what they're if they're not a government-funded school, then I'm fine with them, like, to a certain level. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird, like, it goes back to that problem of like, what are you willing to tackle when you say you aren't allowed to tell your kids to, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I have to think about this. That's a really rough talking point. I feel like I feel like either way that you vote, it can be like used against one party or one like group or another. Man, I am gonna take 2 years on this. Okay, I'll say yes. I would say yes though. Depending on who's in, here's a good way of putting it, I guess. Depending on who's in charge, if they have like a moderate policy on like, you know, they want to control the more negative aspects of like, you know, like Sharia law, teaching anti-LGBT things and stuff, depending on who's in charge, I'm fine with being more in control. Particularly if they get like government funding. So yes. Okay, less child benefits. High income households should receive less child benefit. High income housing. High income households. I would say just off of the bat, yes. Child benefit is money that you get from the government to help with the cost of raising a child. That is a fixed amount per child, and they get it until the child is 18 years old. If it was dependent on income, people with higher incomes would receive less child benefit. I feel like it's more like a needs thing, right? If you're a higher income household, you don't need that child benefit as much. Let's see what the parties think. Both times I didn't peek to what the party stood for. Oh, I feel like I maybe should have done that, Christopher, but I think also the problem is that I don't have like I don't have a good understanding of like, well, not that I don't have a good understanding, I want more context basically. Like I don't have that context. And I think only once has like only like one time so far have I like let the what the party said kind of influence me. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Millionaires and high income earners don't need child support. We are in favor of a broad overhaul in which Tell us. Come on. Okay, child benefit is intended to alleviate the cost of children, especially among families who need it more. Important that the differences between rich and poor are not too large. We'd rather give a little more child benefit to people who really need it. Yes, I more or less agree. Peace for animals. Child benefit only if necessary. That's amazing. Simple and fair social security. We want a basic allowance for children, which is intertwined with a progressive tax system, which means in practice. Okay, yes. Let's see what people say. Child benefit is a scheme for all parents. If the child benefit decreases as you start earning more, that ensures that working and having ambitions yields less because you have to surrender child benefit. Like, has spiraled out of control. It creates an impossible execution in which the Tax and Customs Administration has gone completely crazy and people get trapped. Okay, I don't understand this. Mr. Pippenwig, the radical socialist, disagreed. I can ask him, wait, you said the same. What do you mean you said the same? What was the same? So if disagreements, yeah. The thing about child's benefits is there for the child. I wouldn't bother means testing it. That's fair, Cho. I think for me, it's more of like a, I see it as like there is more money in the pot and the money would more, I feel like it would more like, the more, okay, the benefit that a child benefit, the benefit that would be conferred upon a lower income household is going to be like disproportionately more if they received it rather than if a high income household receives it. If it was the case that Tides in the line.
ICBO1Y, ICBO1Y, detail.
Good timing. Guys. Thank you very much, Bakken, for that very important message to everybody. Okay? And thank you for the $3.99. Welcome in, Ties. It's more to get up and raise a child. Yeah, no, I understand that. I think that, like, I mean, I kind of agree with what Cho is saying, that, like, all children would benefit and that it is means testing in a way. I kind of see it as, like, I think I do see it as, come on, bud. Alice? Whatever. Does raising a child cost more or less than the benefits? Probably more, right? Like, the benefit doesn't, like, I'm sure the benefits that you receive don't, like, one-to-one replace the cost of the child, right? Okay, let's just see, higher incomes and so that they could be reduced for lower and okay? Income-dependent schemes are very bureaucratic and error-prone, therefore this does not have to be done through child benefit, okay? I would say, though, like, generally, I'm...
The children yearn for the mines of Israel. They can get the benefits of a good geological education.
Jesus, no, Lauren, bad Lauren. No, Lauren. No, Lauren, bad. Okay, I would say generally yes. Okay. There should be less money to the public broadcasting. Okay, off the bat, I think no. I think no, there should be more money. There should be more money. You don't want what's happened in America to happen in the Netherlands, okay? If it's already like, holy shit. Consists of 3 television stations and 6 radio stations. Really? That's it? That's it? He says he thinks if you cut child benefits for the upper middle class, they'll fight that and the government could use that as an excuse to cut benefits for everyone for equality. He likes Finland, who gives everyone the same benefits and it forces the rich to invest in the schools equally. Okay, wait. Actually, okay, hold on, Pip and Wig. Okay, you know what? That actually that makes kind of sense. But I think with Finland, I need to find that documentary that I saw on, like, school systems in Finland, because I think that like, would actually be a good, like, rabbit hole to go down, like, why Finland is, like, they have to invest. I don't remember exactly why they have to invest. It's not just because of the same benefits, right? It's because of, like, the schools that they're only allowed to go to. Like, they're not allowed to pick and choose which schools they can go to. So, like, they have to invest in their local school or some shit like that. I could be remembering it wrong. But anyways, like, I feel like the actual, like, child benefit that you receive is kind of different than that. So, like, I think I understand what Mr. Pippenwig is saying, but, like, I think, yeah. Okay. Mr. Mumbles, welcome in. True, okay. You want your breeding hobby, pay for it yourself. Oh, side note, please educate with the rice and hands discourse. Ties, I have not forgotten about that. I promise you, I will be doing a rant on it, okay? Breeders out. No, shut up. No, stop. Okay. I'm gonna very quickly look over this, but I feel like this is a stupid thing to say, yes, we agree, okay? Like, I feel like this makes a lot of sense who is on here. Let's see. In fact, the PVV wants to abolish public service broadcasting? Hello? What? What the this is some Doge shit, dude. This is some America first shit, dog. The VVD wants a public broadcaster that focuses on its core task. This can be done with a leaner budget. The taxpayer doesn't have to pay for entertainment programs or reality TV on public broadcasting. Fucking what? Public broadcasting is too expensive and too activist. Leaner public duties, more pluralism? Yo, what the fuck is happening, bro? The excuse public politicians given the past for child benefits to be universal was that the admin cost for means testing was to higher price. Brett James. Oh, that's, you know, that's kind of interesting. That's an, I think, okay, I honestly do want to put a pin in that to, like, explore it later, you know? I think it can depend on multiple things. I'd say I'd have to do more research on like the Netherlands specifically, and like before I would make like a better informed decision. But that's a good point though. If the means testing is like, but how much of a cost could it really be? You know, I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. Do you see Lena Khan as one of the leads for Mom Donnie's transition theme? I don't know who that is. The penis, vagina, and vagina, dick parties are insane. That's a good way. Okay, let's see. What the fuck is happening, bro? The media law for Lears wants to scrap public broadcasters and privatize them? Fuck you, dude. Like, okay. No. What the hell? Who cares if it's on entertainment? What's your fucking problem? Actually, that's good if it's entertainment, because it's... what the hell, dog? Huh? Maybe now with AI could be cheaper? What about the penis, vagina, dick, anus party? True. Means testing is bullshit garbage? Well, no, Deez, this is means testing to, like, say that, like, okay, the question was basically, I don't know if you were paying attention to the question. The question was basically, like, should higher income households receive less in child benefits? You know? So then they would, like, quite, like, necessarily, if, like, lower income households get more child benefits, then that's, like, you would have to means test, right? It is also really good arguments for universal healthcare. Hospitals can't turn people away and the patient can't pay the taxpayers, and cutting off someone's foot from not managing their diabetes is way more than giving them insulin. Wait, huh? I'm confused. These bases for us, so it's helping confuse consumers, so Trump immediately fired her. Oh, Biden's FTC chair. Oh, gotcha, yeah. Goon lovers? Okay, alright, let's see. I mean, this is, invest in strong public broadcaster, okay, reliable information, yep, press freedom, very important. Good and reliable needed in this time of fake news and propaganda. We want a plural, okay? Cool. Let's just, like, take a look. Better investigative journalism. Broad and diverse audience. Let's look at Peace for Animals. The Dutch public broadcaster is one of the cheapest in Europe. Like, I love how short and clipped these fucking guys are. Like, they're just like, okay. Let's see what the pirate party. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, yeah. This is hard disagree. Palestinian state. The Netherlands must recognize the Palestinian state as soon as possible. Tax on plastic. For the single use of plastic, such as cups and food bowls, you pay extra. That levy must disappear. I would say no. I would just say no. For plastic that you use only once, such as takeaway food and ice cream, you sometimes have to pay extra by a levy. The goal is that we will use less plastic and collect less plastic waste. Okay, I'm gonna look at the things. I'm gonna look at a couple of the opinions, but I would say no, it should not disappear. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Okay. Levy helps prevent waste, reusable cups and trays, fewer microplastics, plastic fuels the climate crisis. Where plastic is still used, it must be recycled. Actually, okay, quick question. Are the Dutch, like, really good about recycling? Or they, like, do they do, like, I'm assuming so, but I could be wrong. What are you good? If you want something even worse than PVV, check out FED and BBB. Who lady, they're bad. FED's rep went on public record talking about the lizard people and the what? What? Huh? Speedruns quiz agrees with CDA. Oh, shut up. I was talking about it is more expensive to do means testing. It reminded me of the argument for universal healthcare. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, I agree. I understand what you mean now, Ties. Okay. All right. I want to see why are most people, like, for taking away the levy? I'll you know, fuck Urgies, right? Not as good as Germans. All right, those guys are hardcore. Yeah, I know that y'all don't you have, like, 7 bins in Germany? Like 7 fucking bins for, like, the various types of waste, right? But then China stopped accepting everyone's recycled. They continued to take the Netherlands, and I'm... Oh, wait, what? I don't get it. Germans do it all? Yeah, I think I've seen... I think I saw a video once that was basically like somebody breaking down like the different recycling bins that they have and like what goes in each one. Wait, why is... Oh, no, okay, never mind. It's not doing that. Okay, okay. Burden relief... The fuck does that mean? Alleviating on plastic makes it already not cheap life even more expensive. There are insufficient food-safe alternatives without plastic. But... Okay. Okay. Higher cost and frustration amongst citizens. While the environmental impact is limited. That doesn't sound right. We have 7 bins and they're all full! Germans are wild. Yeah, let's take a quick... Very quick. Throwing away pizza boxes in Germany. Greece, yes, that's right. The fucking music. Oh! No! No, what are you doing? Now I'm become German? Separate. No way, bro! That's fucking great, dude! They're serious. They're so serious, dude. That's so funny. Okay, he did a really fucking... Listen, I was so skeptical when he started cutting. But look at how well he did it. There's not a spot of grease on these. Okay, hold on. Fun story. We live in Germany, and last year they made it illegal to put biodegradable plastic bags in the greens bin. And we already put one in the bin in the first week of the year before we read that message. When we got the bin back, it had a note on it saying we shouldn't put those bags in again, or else we'd get a €300 fine. Yo, what the fuck, bro? Holy shit. You know what, though? Good. I like that. I know that that's so fucking extreme, but I like that. Okay. The levy is going to disappear, partly because it's not effective and clear enough. It's going to disappear? Huh? Why? Why is it going to disappear? Okay. Does not support the taxes on plastic. These measures impose... Also, I just recently watched Oppenheimer for the first time. So this is great. Okay. I don't understand how they even find... They rule recycling with a firm hand. They're going to disappear it? Yeah, I don't know what. Okay. Certainly wants to reduce the use of one-time plastic, but a levy is not the only means. If a levy is not effective, we prefer to opt for other solutions that work better. Like what? What are the other... Wait, what are the other solutions? A plastic tax is not felt by high-income people who produce relatively high emissions. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of fair. Mainly by the working class. Like, because of that idea of, like, they can just pay the fine, and it's not a problem, right? And they continue to use it. We ban unnecessary packaging, and the use of plastic packaging is drastically reduced. Think is against a plastic tax on cups and food bowls. This tax does not work and only results in higher cost. Delete the disposable levy. Okay, let's see what Pirate says. Pirates face effective measures to stop plastic pollution. Pirates wants companies to pay taxes for their plastic use themselves, immediately ensuring that recycled plastics and alternative become cheaper than polluting virgin plastics. Now I'm like I'm more like, I guess okay, I think it depends on how effective the levy is. I think that's maybe, I almost want to skip this. One of the parties argued that the companies that use plastic should have to pay more, but the citizens shouldn't. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, I think that's more... I feel like that is... I honestly agree with that more, you know? So, like, that levy must disappear, but only if something is enacted in its place that, like, basically does its job but better. Right? Virgin Plastic versus Chad Favor. There's no way not to have them pass that cost on. Yeah, but I think that that's fine, right? In the sense that, like, if they, like, if you're going to go to, like, they're going to pass it on anyway. And it is ultimately borne by the consumers. But, like, if what's happening? Oh, remember that guy who made stuff out of cardboard? He made a video about bioplastic? Oh, fuck. Can you post that in my suggestions, please? Okay. I think... fuck! Okay. I'm gonna put neither. Because I can't decide. Rent income only on... I'm on discretion. We're gonna be here till 12, dog. Okay, that's fine. This is supposed to be my short stream. Yes, ma'am. Despair Lensky. Rent increase social rental housing. The rental price of a social rental housing situation should not rise faster than the next 3 years' inflation. Already with a rent per month. Increasing... Social housing is intended to provide affordable housing to people with lower or middle incomes. The maximum price is 900.07 euros per month. The government determines each year how much that rent may rise. That depends on inflation and all sorts of costs of landlords. Okay, yeah. The rental price then the next 3 years. Yes. I would generally agree. What would be the against? Reasonable rents. We'll stick to that. You have to be able to rent a good house for a normal amount. We do want landlords to be able to build new homes to solve the housing shortage. What? Like, that they don't want to discourage landlords? Want to keep rent affordable and at the same time prevent landlords from dropping out and selling homes by too strict rules and unfeasible requirements. Okay. We want to abolish the Affordable Rent Act and bet on fairer points count, predictable taxes, and okay. Price ceilings on micromanagement are suffocating the rental market. Okay. Short stream does 6-hour Dutch citizenship test. Okay, listen. Click the link. It's a short vid. Okay, here. Let me finish this question and then I'll click it. The increase in rents in the social sector is legally maximized. There must be an increase with it. Oh, shut up. Failure to... Okay. The government should withdraw from the housing market as much as possible. Okay, bro. Huh. Freezing prices by the government is economic mismanagement, often seen as in communist plan economies. It does not solve problems and creates scarcity. What the? Yo, what the fuck? Yo. Yo, what the hell, dude? Okay, I'm just gonna quickly... Oh my god. Affordable housing, rent should freeze. Rent increases not made to better and maintenance. Inform yourself! Tenants do not have to be the source of funding for new construction. Oh, yes. Yes, thank you. That's a good sentiment, dude. Okay, because living... Once again, fucking short to the point, you know? They're a meme. This is a meme party, dude. Are these guys like influential at all? Okay. Okay, in fact, we want social rents to be reduced by 10%. Okay. Houses are to live in, not for profit. Oh, fucking base, dude. Still, many landlords make big money on the backs of tenants. Oh, that's so... Oh my god. No, not at all. Oh, okay. Alright. Hold on, I want to very quickly do something. Okay. So wait, what am I doing? Okay, should not rise faster. Okay. Money for research. The government needs to spend more money on scientific research. I would say a hard yes. Let me very quickly At the moment, the government plans to put less money into scientific research and innovation. No. No, this needs to increase. Science is helping us move forward. Wait. Okay, more money. Spend more money. Investing in science strengthens our economy. Leader in research of innovation. Yes. Party for the animals. There should be extra public money for research. Yes. Christian Union. Peace for animals. In the age of science denial. Oh, no cuts to science fit. Amazing. Extra money for science is necessary for a sustainable future. Pirates. I like it. I love how they call this pirates. That's so cool. Stand for strong knowledge and economy. We want a larger share of fixed funding for more professionals, freedom, and science. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. Anything against? Anything to say? There is already enough investment in scientific research. Given the scarce resources, the PBB has other priorities for use of public money. What? For BBB, science must contribute to society. Huh? To our knowledge position into solutions for social issues. This requires room for applied research, professional education, and cooperation with small and medium-sized enterprises, healthcare. Huh? Why can't you do both? Invest in a focus and quality rather than more money. Scrap bureaucracy and finance immediately. Wait, what was the, what? Oh, I have to click on that link. Hold on. Where was the one that, Oh, there was a big controversy for a while because it turned out that American recycling was going to the trash in China because it was done so poorly. Oh, yes. Okay, no, I understand that. Okay, wait. Where was the one? Okay, I can't find it. Okay, very quick cat video. I feel like this is a bait for something. I feel like you baited me with this exact video, in fact. I could be completely fucking wrong. I'm gonna be so mad. Okay. Alright, we're just fucking moving on. Okay, you motherfucker. Alright. It was literally that exact video too. Okay, the government means yes. Okay, we're halfway through, guys. Wolves? Wolves? Municipalities and provinces. Oh, wait, y'all mentioned wolves. Y'all mentioned... Yeah, I expected something, but somehow not the Rickroll. Need to be... Okay, wait. What is this wolves thing? What is this wolves thing? What's the wolves thing? Need to be more easily licensed to shoot down wolves that cause problems? Is there a problem with wolves? Okay, the wolf is a protected species. Under European rules, wolves should not be killed. That should be only if a wolf causes problems. For example, if he attacks people or animals that are behind protective fences. The province is applying for a permit for this. The Netherlands can try to explain the European rules as smoothly as possible. More permits will be issued. Beans is pro-killing wolves. Okay. Of course. We believe that rules should remain strictly protected. Bottlenecks are okay. Protection and enforcement are paramount. Municipalities and provinces should not cause problems for wolves. Pirate party, important function in nature. They ensure that prey animal populations being... there's also room for certain plant species to develop. Farmers and shepherds can claim support to protect their livestock. Shooting is the only option in case of high distress if there are dangers to people. We want to help farmers with prevention such as fences and sheepdogs. Well, I guess it depends on, like, what kind of... If those protections are sufficient, right? Wolves that cause problems must be shot. Holy fuck. Okay. Area slope should be possible to ensure... Okay. I'm confused. We should leave them alone, too. Aw, thank you, love. Oh, he made me a sandwich. They are, but farmers are all... Okay, I see. He's a poor wolf killer. Okay. I honestly don't know. I think I neither disagree or agree. I think it, like, this is, like, one of those things that's, like, dependent on, like, how bad the problem is. And, like, you know... Are the wolves at risk? Are the wolves at, like, like at risk of being overhunted? Like, if more permits are given, are people gonna stop relying on like more like fences and sheepdogs and shit? You know? Like, it depends on how bad the problem is. Does that make sense? I'm gonna... I really think it depends on, like, this is, like, a context-dependent thing, right? Hey, Interrupter, how you doing? It's not bad at all. Farmers are such a problem I never expected before moving here. Is it that they're lazy? Like, are they lazy to enact these things? You know what I'm saying? Farmers are whiny little bitches who CBA can't be asked to change anything at all. They're just stupid. I'm actually gonna let y'all influence me to do that, right? Because I feel like I trust y'all when y'all say that they're not actually doing enough to, like, you know, they would just use this to kind of not do, like, things like fences and shit, right? Or that CBA? Wait, what else did you think? Question. What were you saying about something, how you disagreed with them on the wolf thing, Pip? What did you mean by that? Or, like, because now I feel like I have the actual context for that, right? It sounds like farmers kind of already shoot them to protect cattle and people can in self-defense. As for more license, that really should be managed by ecologists because that should be monitored year by year to maintain a good population. Oh, they can already shoot them to protect cattle. Yeah, okay, if they can already do that, and it's like, if they can already do that as, like, especially as, like, a last resort and stuff, then, like, or, you know how it's like, if there are animals, or if there are packs that are a recurrent problem, you know, like bears that are, or alligators, right? Wait a second, what happened to your hat? It's here! Are there similar quizzes for other countries? Would they be as much of a fever dream? Okay. It's like the alligators, we don't get to shoot one just because they visit our driveway. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, disagree. Ankle bracelet is punishment. The judge should be able to punish people by wearing an ankle bracelet rather than a short prison sentence? Ooh. I would say yeah, right? We have no house arrest here? That's crazy. Wait, you have no house arrest. Wait, you have no house arrest. Dutch judges can choose between a short or long prison sentence, a community service sentence, or a fine. Wait. That sentence implies the judges are wearing the bracelet? Holy shit! It's so interesting. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna save that for later. Okay. A ankle bracelet is sometimes better than prison sentence, yes. Humane. The possibility. Yeah. Prevent reoffending. Reduce the pressure on the overcrowded prisons. Yep. Penalties at work, okay. Short prison sentences are discouraged as they lead to more relapse. Yes. Peace for animals. No one will get better from prison. Fucking based. Holy shit. Peace for animals, dog. They are cracking me up. Pirate Party. Democratic rule of law and effective punishment. When judges can opt for ankle bracelet, they can offer better customization, cheaper, more efficient. Okay. Alright. PvP, no, just shoot them. Yeah, okay, wait. The PVB wants more severely punishment. Gaming and drinking beer with an anklet bracelet at home on the couch is not part of that. No. What the fuck? Gaming and drinking beer with an ankle bracelet at home. Called it. Oh my god. A lighter sentence and a prison sentence. Yeah, dog. No shit. No shit. It's a lighter. What? Huh? Hello? Did you read? Did you understand the assignment? Hello? Did you understand the assignment? Yes, it's a lighter sentence by definition. So it's a lighter sentence for those people for whom the judge thinks a lighter sentence is, like, warranted. Hello? Being allowed to sit on the couch with a beer at home is not comparable to a prison sentence. Well, at least they didn't mention gaming, okay? They copied PvP's answer, yeah. The VVD does believe that ankle bracelets should be used more often to enforce contact and location bans. Bro, what the fuck is this stupid ass shit, dude? Isn't it great? Yo, hello? Wait, so y'all don't have right now? Well, okay, but y'all are y'all considering this? Is this, like, being considered? As a self-employed punish? Huh? The ankle strap may only be used as a means of control BBBs against the ankle ligament. Huh? As a self-employed punish... Huh? What? A self-employed punishment? The fuck does that mean? This is some kink shit. They changed it slightly. Do not replace a prison sentence with the ankle bracelet in the events of violence and nuisance. Take impunity hard. What the fuck? As opposed to prison? Yeah, like, bro. Imposing, but symptom relief. Punishment should have a deterrent effect. Ankle bracelet... Oops, only straw man arguments, honestly. Okay, that one's so... Okay. Ankle bracelet is additional measure to addition to. For example, community service. No, but like, okay, but yeah, okay, this is the stupidest version of this, okay? Because, like, there's nothing in this that says that you can't, like, that you can't also have, like, that the judge won't have the freedom to say, yes, you have ankle bracelet, but you also have community service. It's not saying that, right? It's just saying, hey, it should be added to their options. Because the judge can absolutely say, yes, you're wearing an ankle bracelet and also you have community service. So why would you vote no, bro? You can say, yes, have the ankle bracelet, but I support also adding community service. Don't just do ankle bracelet. What? Oh, yeah, these... wait. I don't know about a lot, but unluckily I do. I have a friend who might be facing jail time. He's hoping this is a thing before sentencing next year. Angie beans. It's okay. So able to punish big. Okay. Short of WW. If you become unemployed, you must have a maximum of 12 months Oh, right. The unemployment. That's 24 months now. Oh no. I feel like 24 months is fine. The longer you have worked, the longer you are entitled to unemployment benefits. Now you get a maximum of 2 years of unemployment benefits. I feel like in this economy, if y'all's job market is bad as, like, America's is... Well, I know it's not that bad, but, like... If it's been worse than usual, I don't see the point of, like, restricting it to 12 months. I feel like 24 months was great. Yeah, great for... It's expecting too much from them beans, they're not that bright, yeah. But GTA 6 is coming out next year! Wait, beans, sorry. I fucked up. Oh, so you can't actually... You can't shoot them. So you gave us misinfo last time. That's what you're telling me? I mean, I think I would be fine with them doing it as a last resort, but you should be able to say, like, you should have to basically say, okay, listen, I have guard dogs, I have fences, these are what we've tried. none of them are working, they're getting more aggressive. Like, the problem is becoming worse. I think you have to demonstrate that in order to be able to get a permit to shoot wolves. Like, you can't just say, oh, I don't have a fence, therefore I can shoot a wolf, because you happen to be near a place that has, like, a pack of wolves. That's, I think, can shoot with a paintball, not shoot to kill. Gotcha. Yeah, spreading misinfo. Jeez Louise. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly go through these, but like, okay, wait, so if you must have a maximum, okay. Growing modern labor market, shorten the duration by increase the height at the beginning, huh? Modernizing the unemployment law, whereby we shorten the duration but increase the height at the beginning. In this way, we ensure that people fall back less in income and keep the system affordable. That's an interesting one, actually. Hey, Solemn. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it, buddy. We're doing a quiz to see which Dutch political party I am most aligned with. It's actually really interesting. I can send you the link. How are you doing? Thank you for the. If y'all wanna hang out and watch me do that, then the link. Just click on my link, which should be posting like about now, so that you get counted as my viewers. How are you doing, Headless? Welcome in. Okay. So this is actually this one is interesting, whereby it's saying like, okay, the duration is shorter, but what you get at the beginning is more. I would say, I mean, that sounds like a pain in the ass to actually enact. Like, I feel like it's interesting, but I don't know if that's like gonna be great or like effective or whatever. I would say that like, because it kind of depends, right? Like it's so hard. It could take you like 6 months or more to get a job, even if you are like applying. Like Mr. Beans is applying for jobs right now, and it's like it's ass, dog. And he's like someone who actually like applies like it's his job, you know. So like, even if you are qualified and you're like highly skilled in your field, you have a lot of experience, it might take you a long time to find a job, let alone somebody who is not all of those things. So I feel like 24 months is like perfect. You know, it accounts for like issues with the job market. It allows you some like grace time. Yeah. If y'all can afford, okay, that's the other thing too. If y'all are in a position where you can afford it, why the fuck not? You know, I guess the thing is they're saying we can't afford it. I just feel like it's better overall, right? Okay, let's see. Disagree. Again, interesting. Instead of WW, there would be a negative basic income, a guaranteed income for everyone. Oh, what? Huh? A negative? I think they don't mean a negative. A guaranteed what? Universal income? Free covenant? What? Huh? Isn't the Netherlands in a depression? Good question. It's a VVD plan. It's gonna be dog shit. I'm aligned with the Klompen party? What? What's going on? We're doing a Dutch political parties quiz. Everyone is guaranteed that soon enough. That's interesting. The PVV opposes the shortening of the WW. They don't say why. Interesting. Okay. Affects livelihood security. Finding work sometimes takes longer than 12 months, especially for the elderly. Yep. People have paid premiums for years and deserve protection. Yep. Let's see. We don't drop people after 12 months. Shortening the WW creates extra pressure for unemployed people without solving the real problems, including flex contract, exploitation, and lack of guidance and retraining. Okay, peace for animals. We protect the importance of the weak from the right of the strongest. Oh, that's a really good sentence. Oh, interesting. Clump on all those Dutch wooden shoes? Oh, gotcha, okay. Just and simple social security. So workers save for their own WW. We don't want to take away people from their will. Oh! Which they themselves said. Oh, right! After the WW, the regular unconditional basic income applies to everyone? Okay, yeah, then, yeah. The government must ensure that there are at least half fewer than Okay. Coming to the air compared to... Without knowing anything about this, the Netherlands has decided to significantly reduce nitrogen emissions. Nitrogen kills some of the plants, trees, and animals. At the moment, the government has a goal that nitrogen emissions should be half as much, okay? Not by 2030. Oh, Wait. They're asking for that to be extended to 2035, not by 2030. Large company, construction, traffic, and livestock provide the most nitrogen in the air. Okay, what do the parties think? Okay, before I read them, I would say I think it kind of like I mean I like the idea of it being 2030 rather than 2035, but like it kind of depends on like how bad the problem is, and also like if you know, like how likely or how much more damage would happen in those extra 5 years, you know? I would honestly say neither, but let's look at what people say first, right? How much nitrogen does the average wolf create? I would move to the Netherlands, but I am straight and there are too many D word. Wait, King Solemn. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Okay, hi, okay, D66. D6, oh, that reminds me, I think it's closed. I think it's closed, but I'm gonna look it up. Ah, it's fucking closed, bro. I'm sure you Dutchies know this, okay? But there's this, I think Pip and Wig might have been the one to show this to me. Okay? But there's a great site that's called Visdoorbell, and it's literally just a fish doorbell. Where during like the season, basically you can like look at the hold on. Can you see them right now? Like you'll see a camera, like a live stream, and like if you see fish in the lock, you can press the doorbell, and then the operator will like open the doorbell, like open the gate so that open the lock so that the fish can go through, and then close the lock afterwards, right? Pippenwig is not they live in the Netherlands. They closed it for 2025 because the fish apparently don't need us. No. Wait, they closed it for the entirety of 2020. Oh, you mean like? Okay, wait, stop. I don't want to. Okay, hold on. I just want to see the. Okay, here you go. Oh, that's amazing, dude. Okay, shut up. I want to see the fish videos. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, anyways. Okay, what do we okay, hold on. Let me very quickly. Want fast and further reduction. Okay, it's been pushed forward for far too long. Interesting. Causes, okay, blah blah blah. Left alone for too long. Okay, let's see what they say. These guys say. Because of nitrogen, nature does not break down, it only changes a little. And that's not a big deal at all. As far as we're concerned, the nitrogen rules are off the table. Huh? Dutch within the next year or two, nice. Okay, I mean, I would say that I'm like mildly for it, but like I need more information to kind of like make a like unrealistic. I'd need to know more, you know. Nonsensical and harmful. Scrap the 2030 target and give space to farmers and construction. Not feasible. I guess it depends on truly how not feasible it is. The LP calls for the immediate abolition of climate targets. Energy policy and climate policy are decoupled. The energy supply is primarily about reliable and what the fuck is this shit, dude? Yo. Okay, I'm gonna say no, neither for this right now. Abortion must be out of the criminal code. What? It's in the criminal code right now? Huh? Oh. Termination of pregnancy by a pill or medical procedure. What? Hello? Nevertheless, an abortion can be performed legally if a number of legal conditions are met. If abortion is removed from the criminal code, there can no longer be a criminal offense. Okay, it should be out of the criminal code. Like, not even, like, this is not even a question, right? But I want to see what people say. Okay. Abortion is care. Yep. Yep. Abortion is not a crime. Woman to have safety and without taboo. Abortion care is care. Abortion is part of care. Peace for animals. Self-determination is not a crime, but a right. Holy base, dude. What is this peace for animals shit? Holy! What the fuck? These guys. Okay. Okay. Determining abortion is not a task for the government. You know what? Kind of based. See, this is the example of like libertarians that are actually like, you know, they're kind of like idiots in like oh my god, what the hell? That was Talos. He like fucking freaked out. Weed is also technically illegal. Okay, well this is amazing. This makes sense. Okay. Contraception for free. Okay. Top of the line, disagree, PVV, let's see. Abortion is legal. Article 296 ensures that those who perform illegal abortions and thereby expose women to serious medical and psychological risks can be punished. What? Perform illegal abortion. Hold on a second. If abortions are legal, then there wouldn't be no need for illegal abortions because they would be legal. What? Do you think people are gonna go to like people with hangers and like you know, like weird pills and shit if abortion is made legal? You think that they'll go to those people? No, that's not how that works, bud. We enforce the current legislation. Okay, whatever. Safe, rare, and illegal, motherfucker. Free avail. I mean, this kind of makes sense. Look, okay, I kind of understand this. I understand the sentiment, but like you don't continue to ensure this by keeping abortion illegal. You know, like that's just not what happens. Like you need to yes, you push free availability of conception. You have good access to care. You give them good education and information, but like you also have to have abortion. Like you have like what? Beans says discovers the Dutch sometimes do illegal things and everyone's just okay with it. Yeah. Okay. Wouldn't abortion be performed wrong? Fall on the battery or something? I get it. It depends on what's the it depends on what happens to like the it depends on what happens to them. Like, do they get sued? Do they get taken, like, to court? Things like that, right? Okay, also, real quick, 500,000 premature deaths globally each year are attributed to urban nitrogen dioxide. I did not know that, Brett. That's crazy. That actually, like, I don't think I can go back in this quiz. But, if that's true, then I think that would probably make me feel a bit more strongly towards, like, keeping that 2030 goal, right? Okay, what did I say? It should be out of the criminal code. Okay. No increase in the minimum wage should no longer automatically lead to an increase in the welfare payment. Wait, increase in the minimum wage should no longer lead to an increase in the welfare payment. So right now it automatically increases your welfare payment. This means that the assistance will be higher if the statutory minimum wage goes up. If the assistance does not increase with the minimum wage, the difference between people who work and people on welfare benefits becomes greater. Wait, why would people be against that? Wait, should no longer... So it currently does. Huh? I'm confused. Workers should always improve more than work people who do not work. Oh! What the hell? We think that's fair. Alternatively, the VVD wants to link the assistance to inflation. If the groceries become more expensive, the benefit will simply increase. I mean, I think that kind of makes sense, but like, why would the... Isn't the minimum wage... Wait. Hold on a second. Does the minimum wage not increase based on inflation? Okay, hold on. Does the minimum wage in the Netherlands not increase based on inflation? Isn't it already linked? Albeit maybe indirectly? Any economists? Any Dutch economists in chat? I'm waiting. Okay. Make work rewarding. Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, what? Huh? Mr. Pippenwig is here. He's got an answer. Wait. He's got an answer. Wait, what do you mean he's got an answer? Oh, okay, yeah, he's got an answer to the question. Yeah, he can send. I don't think so. It's increased based on what collective bargaining agreements agree on, I think. Okay, I see. Okay, also, what the fuck is this? Is this I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, okay? But it's the work will make you free. Make work rewarding, huh? Okay. Okay. Disagree. The PVV cherishes, oh, that's such a weird word, the linking of the minimum wage to the benefits and the AOW. If minimum wage rises, the assistance must grow. Yep. That's it. Without linkage, people in the assistance fall further back and poverty increases. That's just, no, that's just, like, correct. Right? That's just fucking correct. Mr. Pippenwig. Oh, okay, he's... Well, yeah, they're fascists. Oh, they are fascists? Really? Wait, which was this? The FVD? Oh my god, there's Dutch being spoken in chat now. Holy shit. Okay, anyways. So, including people in a vulnerable position. Okay. I mean, this makes... I don't... We expect people to make a serious effort. These guys seem... Okay. These guys seem like libs. Are they libs? Are they just like kind of like our libs, right? The D66 doesn't want to drop anyone. By increasing the welfare payment with the minimum wage, the weakest shoulders are also supported. Of course, we expect people to make a serious effort to find a job, if that is possible for them. That's the most lived up response, dude. I'm not even saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying it's so funny. That's amazing. Yeah, D66 is like a Clinton lib. Okay, I think you told me that. I didn't remember, but okay. This prevents a group of people who already have it wide sneaking backwards. I love that translation, dude. Sneaking backwards. Okay. This prevents a group of people who already have it wide sneaking backwards. I don't know why that's cracking me out. Oh, if you can no longer work temporarily, you're entitled to a good income. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I mean, I don't really need anything more. Unconditional basic income. Fucking base, dude. Oh. If D66 is a Clinton lib, I wonder who will be... How do you say that name? Yetin? Yetin's Monica Lewinsky. 40 acres and a wolf. The D66 slogan was pretty much literally, yes we can. Ain't no way! No! Any back sneakers in... Yeah, any back sneakers in chat? Any people who have it... Any people who already have it wide sneaking backwards in chat? and they basically ran Obama, but instead of half black, he's gay. Oh, that's fucking amazing. Obama 66. Okay, all right, sorry. Wait. So increase. Okay, so you disagree if you think it should stay. Okay. The amount of cattle in the Netherlands must be reduced by at least half. Okay, this might I can already tell this might be a problem that like I don't think I'll have enough information for even if I read the comments, but let me look. Too much cattle. Most of the meat just go to export. Does not have to be the largest exporter in Europe. I mean, party for the animals. Makes sense. Reduce the livestock considerably. Mega stables. Disappear. We want to adjust the number of animals to what the ground can handle. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. As soon as... and as soon as possible. The Netherlands is the most livestock-dense country in the world. The bio industry should be abolished altogether. Okay, I don't know if I agree with that. But once again, the brevity of their statements fucking cracks me up, dude. Okay, let's see. The no longer has to produce meat for the whole world. Fewer livestock and more farmers. We call for more efficient use of space. Yeah, I think I generally agree. But like by at least half, I don't know if... Like, I think that's maybe what is like... I don't know if I'm agreeing with. Farmers will be forced to stop. I think that's kind of the point, buddy. Yes, that's what's being voted from. Okay. The flat reasoning is that the herd has led to a lot of unrest in the recent past. And only further removes the solution. We need to focus on reducing emissions so that there's again room for permits to build, farm, and undertake. Yeah, but like, to do that, you have to reduce your, like, output. That's kind of the point, right? Ergi wants beef for the farmers. Yeah, Ergi, you're not allowed to... Hold on. You're not allowed to be angry about this, okay? It means you're having beef, and you can't have beef. I think it stands to have other regulation that naturally leads to reduced meat production. Rather than... You mean, rather than, like, having the... Like, I think the half is the what I have a problem with. Or at least I think I have a problem with, because I don't know if that's necessarily, like, effective in and of itself. But, like, what like, do you have an example of, like... do you have an example of, like, what could be one of the alternatives? You know what I'm saying? Also, eat the PvP? Saying 50% now is just going to lead to an unnecessary wedge issue. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, but... Okay. Having livestock. I would say neutral, honestly. Neutral because of the half thing. Yeah, look, half. Like, a lot of this is, like, about half, right? Less livestock is not an end in itself, but it's necessary to achieve goals for climate, water, nature, and animal welfare. D66 wants farmers to be helped and compensated. In this way, we ensure a soft landing and that the Netherlands goes off the lock to build houses again. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna go neutral on this. Okay. Illegal residents in the Netherlands must be punishable. If someone does not have a residence permit, that person may not remain in the Netherlands. If that person is not punishable now, if illegal residence is punishable, the police may arrest someone and they can be fined by the judge or even a prison sentence. Wait, a residence permit. That person may... Farmer's already so right, though. I guess I don't see the benefit of punishing them. Yeah, I don't see the benefit of punishing them. Oh my god. Those who have no right to stay in the Netherlands must leave the country. Criminalization of illegality is a necessary stick behind the door. That's an interesting phrase. Stick behind the door. Is that translated correctly? To motivate illegals to leave the Netherlands. Okay, predictable. Now this is not happening enough. Yo, what the fuck? Okay. What? Unlawful residence in the Netherlands must be punishable. This also applies to the deliberate possibility of illegal residence, such as the deliberate subletting of a room. Yo, what the fuck, huh? This does not apply to providing emergency assistance to someone who is staying here illegally? Huh? What is this confused shit? Huh? What is this? What in? Okay, let's look at what the FBD says. Asylum. Okay, never mind. Oh my god. Why is your fellow censored by Twitch? I don't know. Illegal residence undermines the rule of law. Criminalize it and carry out expulsion. This is literally the ICE party, bro. Okay, I have had enough. Criminalizes vulnerable people, solves nothing, wants people to leave who have no right to be here. Oh my god. The criminalization of being undocumented in the Netherlands demonstrates to be contributes nothing to return, but does cause more people on the street without income or shelter. This makes us... Yeah, god. I almost want to go back at some point and read, and like, now that I know who D66 is, like, read how they phrase their things, because this is... They're cracking me out, dog. Oh god, doesn't make any sense. Okay, yeah, let's see what Pirate says. Puts human rights above borders, base, surveillance, and repression. Assistants should never be punished. Preferred pirates. Okay, disagree. Instead of paying taxes, oh my god, we're almost done. Yo, instead of paying taxes with the possession of a car, motorists have to pay per kilometer driven. Actually, I actually kind of like that. I actually kind of like that. Because it's not like owning the car. Like, okay. If you drive more, if you own a car and use it very sparingly, then you pay little taxes. If you have the car and you pay like a set amount of taxes because you have a car and not because you're driving it more, like, your incentive, like, this is like the first method, or this method, I mean, it incentivizes people to drive less. And if people drive less, then they might start considering alternatives, right? Or if they even need a car in the first place, right? Even if you drive very little, you pay that tax. With account driving, you no longer pay a fixed amount, but you pay more if you drive more kilometers. The government can also vary in price. This way, she can make it more expensive to... Well, they can make it more expensive to drive in rush hour. That's... I mean, I guess the implementation of that, like how well that's implemented and how, like... Because, like, okay, if you're in a... okay, I don't know how it is. I don't exactly know how it is in the Netherlands, okay? But, like, if you have, like, areas where there is no option but to own a car, and, like, you are someone who has, like, a 9-to-5 job or some shit, like, you're being forced to drive in rush hour. It's like, okay, it's like right now, like, okay, when Mr. Beans goes to work, he has no option but to spend money on parking. Like, there's no alternative for him. He has to sit in the traffic going to work, which is not that much, but he has to do it. There's no other alternative, right? Like, we already know America is not a very, like, America is not very public transport friendly, you know? So, like, I already know that the Netherlands is not so car dependent like America is, but I guess my question is, how much, like, would people be disproportionately affected if they have to pay more tax because, like, they don't really have an alternative other than to drive in rush hour? You know what I'm saying? I have a car, I never drive. I know. Okay, no. No. You can't just say that. You can't just say that and not give us the fucking context, okay? You not only have a car you never drive, you drive so little that both of you forgot that you left your car at the vet and went home independently walking, and y'all forgot that y'all left your car at the vet, and you thought somebody had stolen your car. And y'all went wild for an entire weekend looking for your car. Only to realize it was at the fucking vet's, okay? This is how little you drive your car. I was there. Okay, listen, y'all. I picked this. Okay, she came to visit. Okay, and I picked her up from the airport, and she's got the longest fucking face. Okay, and I asked her, like, what's wrong, and she's like, our car got stolen. Oh my god, that was the funniest shit ever, dude. If I can lose my car because I never use it, then I shouldn't have to pay for it. Yeah, that's true, okay? Oh, amazing. Yeah, no, America, this would never work in America. In America, this would punish poor people that live in rural areas the most. Yeah, no, Spirit Box, I think, okay, so, this is in the Netherlands, where public transport and like biking is like, it's not only more feasible, it's what a lot of people like do, like they bike to work, or so this kind of is not like, this kind of law or rule or whatever is not only feasible, it's like it's viable, you know what I'm saying? Like here, this would never work here, never, right? Except in the most well planned and like well supported cities that have like public transports like on lock, you know? So that's like, and even then you're still like gonna like disproportionately affect people who live like outside the city but work in the city or something like that, you know? Not just viable, it's preferred. Yeah, that's what, yeah, exactly, Shiloh. I'm trying to explain just how huge of a how big of a jump it is that it can even be considered like something that people vote on, right? So, all right, very quick look. Oh, this is interesting. We've got the Pirate Party on Disagree. Okay. Paying per kilometer is fairer. Who drive less pay little. We stimulate bicycles and really use traffic jams and expensive. In regions where people depend on the car due to limited public transport, a lower fare per... Okay, interesting. D66. Okay. Strict privacy safeguard applies. With the exceptions of people with disabilities and people who live remotely. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. Pirate Party makes sense when you read it. Okay, this is an interesting question because there are a variety of reasons people oppose. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's read that then. Peace for animals. The user pays. Holy Giga Chat, dude. Okay, Libertarian Party. Okay. The user pays. However, we also want to phase out these taxes in the long run since we do not see infrastructure as a government task. No, he had me in the first half, dude. Okay. The PVP is against account driving. Motorists are not dairy cows, huh? Okay. The VVD is not in favor of account driving. We want working Dutch people not to go backwards. What do you mean backwards? Like, do you consider bicycles backwards? Huh? NSC wants a car to remain affordable because people outside the Randstad often have no alternative and hard, thus extra. Yeah, that's like that was what I was saying that we were talking about earlier, right? Ordinary families should not bear the brunt of new burdens, okay? The car remains the means of transport for work, family, and leisure, indispensable. Especially in the region. Okay. We want targeted policy. We want to base a tax on vehicle surface and alleviate rush hour on busy roads, the proceeds of which are invested by the improvements of our roads. I guess, like, if there's a better version of this, then I think that would be better, maybe. Account driving. A gardener from Hengelo should not be hunted for a high cost because he needs a car. Driving needs to be cleaner, not more expensive. We're forcing that off at the automakers. Cleaner, not more expensive. That's... I mean, that's a good point. You're right that, like, this is, like, an interesting one, right? This puts too much pressure on the wallet of the low incomes, making driving a luxury for the higher incomes. That's also true, right? No account driving. Once road tracks and ready, keep driving affordable. Okay. Fuel prices have already gone up sharply. A part of the population depends on the car. For example, in the rural area where public transport is not a serious alternative. Yeah, that... okay, hold on a second. I think that's maybe the other thing, too, is that, like, this statement doesn't really, like, cover, like, what I was saying earlier, right? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna skip down. What? There's already a kilometer charge, and it's called an excise duty and VAT on fuel. No spy boxes in the car. That's great. Okay, Pirate Party. Pirate Party stands for privacy. Kilometer charge cannot be done without privacy violations. You already pay per kilometer due to excise duty on petrol. Cars are not stationary for 90% of the time and take up unnecessary parking space. Encouraging sharing is better. You know what? That's fair. I guess I like the idea. The implementation is what would be the problem, right? Or like the accounting for the affected people, right? I'll say like neither. I don't know why more people do not like. I guess. Okay, no. You know what? I guess they're saying disagree because they would rather have a say in, like, whether it gets enacted or not, rather than saying, like, I abstain from voting, right? The tax on petrol doesn't actually cover this anymore because electric cars and hybrids are now the majority of the traffic. Really? That's very interesting. We can use bikes to go everywhere. If cars are needed, it should be on the outskirts. Shai Halud, you don't have to tell me your city, but would you mind telling us, like, generally where you live? Like, the country or the state? Because I don't actually know where you live. I'd say, okay. I'd say if you don't have a plan for, like, the limitations of this, then I would disagree, right? If you have that plan, then I'm fine with it. Like, I just need to more, I guess. So let's disagree to go forward, okay? Deductible health insurance. The deductible health insurance will be halved by 2027. That has to be reversed. Wait. For which you pay premiums, the health insurance reimburses a lot of healthcare costs, such as medicine or hospital visits, but everyone has a deductible. That's the amount you have to pay yourself if health insurance pays the rest. As of 1st January 2027, the deductible will be halved from 385 euros to 192 euros per year. Wait, what's wrong with that? Oh no, that has to be reversed. Wait. The deductible is important for us to keep healthcare costs affordable. We do want the deductible to be maximized per treatment. Although I will say, like, okay, hold on. You know, maybe this is just me with my fucking America brain, but 385 euros, what is that? $445? Like, don't a lot of people... Yeah. I feel like that feels low. I mean, I support it. I guess it depends on, like, how are they subsidizing that? Are they just putting more money? Let's see what people says. An expensive and unwise measure. Lower incomes will pay more for care through a higher premium. The care can no longer be paid for future generations. Interesting. The person who made up that word deserved things? I can't say. Own risk sounds silly. Okay, wait. You still doing this? Yeah, I am. Okay, hi, Chai. No, don't tell us where you live. That's not where you live. Stop. No, that's not where you live. If my city. Oh, if your city. Yeah, I have noticed mandatory contribution. Okay, anyways. Okay, let's quickly. Ensure that people who always have to take their own risk. Yeah, own risk does sound weird. That translation is interesting, right? Okay, wait. We are reforming the excess. Each treatment costs about 50 with a maximum of 385. That means that people who go to the hospital once do not have to pay their entire deductible immediately. Reduce the healthcare premium and limit the accumulation of healthcare costs. I mean, that's actually not... The PVV wants to abolish the deductible altogether. That's interesting. Why? Anyone can get sick. There should be no penalty for that. By gradually abolishing the deductible, you will no longer be punished for ill health. But like that only makes sense if you're making sure that the premiums don't also rise, right? And how would you do that? You know, I feel like this does not suit a high threshold of the deductible. The excess is a fine for being sick. There's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, I don't know. The care should be affordable for everyone. The mandatory deductible is a penalty for chronically being ill. It leads to delaying or avoiding care. High premium with a no deductible is a fairer system, in my opinion. You know, I guess that's true, but like... I guess it also it's also one of those things like is your premium higher because you are a chronically ill person, right? You know what I'm saying? I took a risk by being poor under the condition that means ongoing care. Yeah, I think that's like I am the premium. Hey, Parallax. You know what I'm saying? Would it be the case that like you pay a higher premium because you are born with a chronic condition? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that what happens now, right? Okay, I would say that, okay, I don't know why, okay, no. Not really. They're not allowed to make your premium higher if you have a chronic condition. Oh, okay, then that's fine. That's fine. So wait, so that has to be reversed? No. We want that to stay. We want it to be halved, so I disagree. Okay. Mental suffering should not be a reason for euthanasia. Oh, this question. Yo, they're putting the fucking... They're putting the wrenches now, okay? Alright. Help with someone dying through euthanasia and assisted suicide. They're only allowed to do this to people who suffer unbearably and hopelessly. The suffering can be physical or psychological, but have a medical cause. For example, a psychiatric disorder. Okay. That means I'm at work, so I can't stick around. We might have an event. Yes. Is it prom? Will you go to prom with me? I'm sorry, Para. I can't go to prom with you, but you can come play games with me later. This is a ref to such an old case. Yeah. I actually debated on this once. I had a debate on this one time. It's how I met like Chris Speaks. Was through the Wix when he was called Death of Certainty, and I was arguing for like pro euthanasia, like pro assisted suicide, assisted dying, right? There's some optional. Okay, I think. Okay, see the thing. Okay, Wick was Death of Certainty. Yeah. Wait, no. I know. I'm saying. I said Wick back when he was Death of Certainty. Yeah. I said that right. I don't know about this. My best friend is on track to get euthanasia. I'm not sure if I think our healthcare system is good enough for it. Okay, I think the idea... okay, here's my thing. I think the idea is kind of sound. If you are somebody who has a psychiatric condition, if you have chronic depression and nothing has worked, nothing has worked. Like, I'm saying you have gone through everything. You have tried everything. Then yeah, you know what? I'm okay. You're being cleared by your doctor. You're being cleared by multiple people. Why the fuck not? Okay? Like, I think that is perfectly fine. Should be legal. Now. Bye, Para. I think... Oh, hold on. Oops. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I think that it's... But the problem is implementation, right? Like, is the system actually providing good healthcare? Or good mental healthcare? I already know that, like, the Netherlands has, like, a vastly different approach to, like medical treatment, right? And I would say, I guess I wouldn't be comfortable saying that somebody who has been cleared for, like, euthanasia because of just, like, depression, for example, I don't know if I'd be comfortable saying they've gone through everything, you know? That's my problem with it. Hey, Yon. I think you're so unwell you don't want to live anymore. They can do a lot, but otherwise... Yeah, like, I think that's... Like, that's the problem, though, right? That is the problem. Psychological system has massive wait times. Yeah, and shitty coverage. I think that's my problem with it. I would say that, like, now here's the other problem. The problem is this is being phrased as, like, mental suffering should not be a reason for euthanasia. Like, and I feel like I do disagree with that statement. I feel like mental suffering should be perfectly fine as a reason, but this is all in about, like, you know, you're asking what you think about, like, a specific sentiment or, like, an idealization, and you're not really talking about, like, you're not talking about how it's going to be implemented or whatever. Biggest issue with MAID stuff is the incentive to kill disabled people in a capitalist... Yes, that's that too, right? Where was it? Hold on. You know the one example that was brought up quite a lot? I was in Canada? Yeah, here we go. Former Paralympian tells MPs Veterans Department offered her an assisted death dog. This was because she had asked to, like, have, like, a... I think she had asked to have a, Oh, here we go. What did she say? Because she just wanted, like, a fucking, Hold on. Yeah! Oh, here we go. She's been fighting for a home wheelchair ramp for 5 years. And she had us, like... They offered her medically assisted death and even afforded... But, like, that's the... to send me this link to this in Discord. Oh, you mean to the political party, test, Parallax? Yes, I will, I don't know if this is the one. Wait, hold on. Hold on, bear with me. Oh, here we go. It's literally just like this crap without all the crap in it. Here. I'm just gonna make a... Okay, I have posted this in my Discord, which, by the way, you should be on. You should all be in the Discord, okay? And this is under, I've actually posted this under content suggestions. I've tagged you, Parallax, so you can go look at it, okay? Alright, real quick. I waited 9 months to get a psychiatrist to help me adjust my bipolar meds, then got back on track and they closed my file after 6 months and kicked me to the back of the queue. What the fuck? If you have chronic depression that is treatment resistant, then you can barely take care of yourself most months out of the year for years. I mean, you're suffering. Yeah, no, I agree with that, right? I agree with that. It's just a problem when it's like, how, yeah. Okay, anyways. All right. So let's very quickly oh, interesting. More neutral. Okay, Uther usually it should be applied with the utmost care and resistance. Vulnerable should be protected from irreversible steps. Mental suffering requires care, not termination of life. Protect the vulnerable. Provide a sliding scale. Okay. Euthanasia cases in psychological suffering is increasing. The PVV wants research, especially because many young people withdraw their applications. Ooh, a moratorium on euthanasia because of psychological suffering. Oh, okay. Human autonomy, even when it comes to the end of life. I have seen that argument as well, like human autonomy. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I get it, but also like if someone, I don't know, dog. This one is such a hard one. And I already know that the Netherlands has an issue with their mental health. So like I would say I think I am actually going to go neutral on this one, or neither. Entitled to sufficient, there should be sufficient psychologically help. Okay, I'm gonna go neither on this one. Because I agree with the sentiment, but I can't, like, vote for it, right? I would almost, like, go back and say, like, I would vote against, like, a lot. No, fuck, no. Nope, I'm sticking it neutral. Okay, building on farmland. The government should make building housing on farmland easier. What? Homes must first see if there's space in a built-up area. It is only under strict conditions that it is allowed in the rural area. This mainly involves a change of plans about the design of the Netherlands and environmental rules. If building homes on farmland becomes easier, new homes can be built more quickly. Must first to see if there's space in a built-up area. I don't know much about this. Love this one. If we want to build 100,000 new home space is needed. Wants to scrap a number of building rules. It will now take on average of 10 years to build a house. Let me look at why. Because if y'all have a housing shortage, D66 is against building in nature reserves. I guess this actually goes along with the, like, reducing the farm animals thing, right? There will be more space for nature and housing. I guess I generally kind of agree with the idea, right? But like, let's see if there's any good reasons as to why you shouldn't do that. Flexible zoning plans. Okay, let's look at the PVV. Agricultural land can only be used for housing if voluntary, and therefore not on the basis of coercion. Okay, our fertile farmland is valuable. Okay, preserving farmland for food security. Huh? Accelerate housing without sacrificing farmland. What the fuck does that mean? How do you do that? The answer is that when I drive along the highway, I pass empty farmland as far as the eye can see, just kilometers and kilometers with 6 sheep on them. Meanwhile, there's a housing crisis. We need houses. We need less nitrogen. It makes sense to me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think... Yes. Okay. I'm not gonna quibble about it. We're almost done. Profiling on nationality. Oh, no. There must be a law stating that the government should never use people's origins or nationality to assess the risks of crime. Oh, these answers are gonna be good, dog. These answers are gonna be good. Okay. Oh, this is some race realism shit right here, right? Like, holy, okay, wait. Let me think about this one. Oh, okay. Okay, let me think about what I think about this. Okay. I think that the risk of somebody being a criminal has way more to do with their, like, class than it does with their race. So by that basis alone, it doesn't make sense to use the nationality. I think that, like, it's stupid to say that, like, I think it would be stupid to say that, like, that nationality doesn't have, like, their race doesn't have anything to do with it, but it's more because of, like, the overlap of, like, what their class is typically, right? Like, if you have asylum seekers, for example, right, and they're all of a certain race, and they're all like, they're fucking asylum seekers, of course they're like they're literally like the bottom of the ladder in terms of, like, their class. So yeah, it makes sense. On the face of it, it's like, okay, it could be a risk, but it's only because they just happen to be the lowest class, right? So, like, that's the problem, I guess, right? So only precog prime correction on pores. Listen, okay, so I guess it's just like, this is like, I think I agree in the sense that you shouldn't use people's origins or nationality. I think I agree, right? Let's see what they say. Okay, the government is increasingly using data from citizens, for example, to detect fraud with benefits or to fight crime. This data concerns the neighborhood in which they live, but also contains personal information of citizens, such as age or origin. Based on an series of instructions algorithm, computer systems make predictions for groups of people. Oh no. The use of origin or nationality in an algorithm ensures that this is also assessed. The government has decided to stop using origin and nationality in algorithms. By laying that down in a law, the government must also abide by that. I think I agree with that, right? Okay, so let's see. Okay, the surcharge scandal showed what happens when you discriminate against people of foreign origin. Hey, does anyone have a TLDR on what this is? The surcharge scandal? The lives of thousands of innocent Dutch people have been destroyed. Their discrimination can never have a place. Hey, McFiston.
Hooners unite, fight the power to...
What? Huh? Thanks for the resub, buddy. Appreciate that. Welcome in. How are you doing? Okay. No one should be judged on skin color or origin. Risk should be based on facts and behavior, not ethnicity. To combat espionage, nationality can be taken into account by the AIVD. This is how we ensure equal treatment and safety. Okay. Stigmatization on entire populations. Yep. Okay. Ethnic profiling is not ethically justified. Nice. Okay. Pirate Party. The Pirate Party starts for equal rights. Ethnic profiling makes people more quickly suspected because of their origins. That's unacceptable. Nice. Wait, what is... Okay. Alright. Let's see what the PBB says. The government should look at facts and statistics to determine the risks, even though crime statistics are not rosy for certain populations. Yo? Hello? 3150? No, 1350, anybody? Oops, okay, wait, hold on. Did you reply? Wait. The government accused a lot of immigrants of fraud and, like, took back the money they'd been given and fined them. Then, oops, the government was wrong. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Ethnic profiling is not allowed. No new law is needed for that. BBB believes... No, but that's kind of the point, though, no? Because they're saying that the data that they currently have includes this and is being used in the algorithms, right? Okay. I don't think I don't need any more. Okay, the minimum for age for sex work must go up from 18 to 21 years. Oh, this is another good one, too. Okay, off the bat, sex work is, like, I feel like sex work should be, like, allowed, but it needs to be like people need to be like, it needs to be like regulated to make sure that people aren't being trafficked and like exploited, right? I don't know if making the minimum age for sex work, like if to make that go up, I don't know if that necessarily helps though, right? Like in the Netherlands, okay, well, I don't get it. You don't get a license to do sex work if you're younger than 21. I just feel like, okay, here's a question. How prevalent is unlicensed sex work? Like, how prevalent is unlicensed sex work? Is that a problem? Like, is there a problem with, like, people who are younger than 18 performing sex work? Lover boys, huh? Lover boys are often target young girls of 18. The PVV wants to prevent them from being sucked into prostitution at that age. By raising the minimum age to 21, they will first have the chance to become stronger and the more independent before they get prostitution. Get prostitution into steps and regret. I think it went up. As I know, the government is cracking down past 1 to 2 decades. Okay. Still vulnerable, risk of pressure. Lover boys. Can better protect young people. But how, though? Like, is it... I guess it's like one of those things that's like... Would the illegalization or like preventing them from getting licenses, would that actually like protect them? Would people still like do it regardless? Because if you're going into sex work, like, it's because you think that that is going to be like profitable for you, or like, you know, you need the money or whatever the fuck else, right? The same rights apply to sex workers as to other workers. Guidelines may in the long term contain a limit of 21 years as in other professions. Wait, as in other professions? There are other professions that have a limit of 21 years? Because I think that might actually influence my opinion on this. This fits with the attention of people in a vulnerable position, which many sex workers simply speak of. I feel like also I'd need to know more about how else they are protecting women apart from just raising the age limit, right? Porn stars? I would say yes, right? No, ties. I'm pretty sure that's what. No, that I would say that that license would absolutely include porn stars and OF, right? But that's just like my... Sorry, Beans was promoting my provincial capital. You're fine. They make most sex work legit so that the really harmful types of sex work are discarded. Yeah, no, I get that, I think. But like, okay. Protect young adults from exploitation. Work in prostitution requires extra resilience. Yes, fair enough, but like, I think that... what else are you doing, you know? Although the SCG is in favor of a total ban on paid sex, okay, an increase in the minimum wage age, I keep saying wage, from 18 to 21 is a step in the right direction. Sex work is a profession that is not always voluntary or deliberate. From a no regret scenario, we are for an age limit. I guess it like kind of depends. Let's see what other people say. If you're of age, you can make your own choices who you want to marry and who you want to vote for. The better detection, registration, and enforcement. Recognize this full-fledged work. Banning sex work for people between ages and 21 leads to illegal practices under worse conditions. That's, I think, my concern for it, you know? Like, if you ban it, you would encourage... And so I'd want to know, like, how much is this a problem, right? I guess I would be, like, generally against raising it, but beefing up like other methods of like protecting sex workers, right? We advocate the New Zealand model, which means that sex work is seen as any other service sector. Also, we do not want to talk about sex workers, but with sex work. Oh my god, dude. Holy based. Okay. Okay. Disagree. Oh my god, we're almost done. 2 more questions. Okay, the Netherlands must lay down in a law that by 2035, at least 3.5% of the gross domestic product is spent on defense. Is that... Oh, the Netherlands is a member of NATO. The countries has promised that they will help each other if one of them is attacked. They also agreed by 2025 to spend... Oh, wait, okay, so it was something that they had agreed on? The government was also... Okay, I mean, if NATO has agreed... Okay, if NATO has... Like, the NATO countries have promised to do this, then what... Like, that's... Then I feel like it's a no-brainer, right? You know? Why are people against it? Just be honest, Beans. We all want sex work to be illegal so we can pay for play. Okay, wait. Alright, agree. The Dutch army must be strengthened. Oh god, okay. Our security is too important to depend on political whims. Okay. NATO standard. Meet the NATO standard. Security and freedom are not self-evident. The Netherlands and Europe are threatened by Russia and digital attacks. Holy based. Okay. Therefore, a strong defense. Okay. Cool. 2%. Okay. Comply with its international agreement. I mean, like, this is what I think. I feel like, you know, you've agreed to that international thing, so that I feel like that's... Let's see why I might say no, right? We must invest heavily in defense and become less dependent on the US. It is not necessary to legislate that legally. Such decisions should be made by politics. No, but here's the problem, okay? This is the problem. We can already see that if you don't have these guardrails, if you don't have, I feel like Netherlands needs to take this from America. If you don't have these guardrails, and if those guardrails are not enforced, any person who comes in with like a strong enough like backing gets to change everything, right? So like, I feel like having a law might feel like overkill, but if that's the only if that's your only issue with it, then you shouldn't be against this, right? You can adjust if circumstances would change. I feel like that doesn't... Okay, just because there's a law, what kind of circumstances changing are they talking about, you know? Like, what if NATO becomes, like, a bad thing all of a sudden? That doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make sense. This justification doesn't make sense to me. Defense spending is not an end in itself. BBB does not yet commit to blah blah blah. No, it doesn't. It can't, okay, listen. BBB does not commit to. It doesn't fucking matter if the Netherlands has already agreed to contributing 3.5%. Like, I don't get, like, what? Huh? You know? Like, we already can, like, this is the funniest part. We can already see, like, what is the result of, like, not having, strong, like, stances on, like, people like Russia, right? Fucking BBB. Like, this is so funny. That justification is so funny. Oh, here we go. The SP is against the NATO standard by which Trump demands us to spend 5% of everything we earn on guns. I don't know about this one. Okay. Think is against the legal capture of defense spending. Okay, listen, okay? I kind of like this sentiment, right? We want to prevent an arms race and preferably focus on the diplomacy and the prevention of war. That's nice, but if you've agreed to 3.5%... Okay, we choose justice and peace. We invest in European defense where necessary to become more independent from the US and support Ukraine, but say no to a blank check for defense. I guess that kind of makes sense in the sense that, like, you know, if it's just a blank check, but I doubt that it's not a blank check. I actually kind of doubt that it's a blank check, right? Do not set a GDP standard. Invest in self-informed, but no blank checks. I'm gonna have to show you the leader BB later beans. She might be worse than the melted Trump mask scarecrow I showed you. Oh god. Read FDV. Yeah, no, they're the pro-cleanliness. Yeah, no. I see that. I can see already. They're like a fucking... There are. Let's see what... Oh, no fixed percentages should be set for our defense budgets. No fixed percentages. I guess I could be like swayed on that, but like... you know, if it's a standard that many NATO countries agreed to, like, then your issue should be taken up with NATO, right? I don't know. I guess this is your way of saying that, right? The newest NATO standard of 5% is disproportionate. Why are they saying standard of 5%? This is 3.5%, no? Are they trying to argue for a new, like a... You know, the Netherlands does not have to legislate this. 3.5 GDP is almost 10% of the government budget. That's too much. We want to reduce this amount and need to invest defense spending in cybersecurity rather than weapons, cannon fodder, and attack missions. Inform yourself. Like, I disagree. I think the legislating it is apparently, like, unfortunately, like the way to go, right? Think is being naive. We had talked about Russia left, yeah. Trump demanded 5%, right? So they're responding to that, I guess. Wait. Okay. Last one. There's more to do. Wait, huh? More. This is translated weirdly. Wait. Blah blah blah. The waste may therefore be stored properly for a very long time. The Netherlands now only has one nuclear power plant, namely in Bors. What is wait, what is this statement? Can I untranslate it? Can y'all tell me, oh, show original. Can you tell me what... No, what have I done? What have I done? No! No! No, what have I done? What the fuck did I do, bro? No! Speedrun, let's go! Okay, fuck, I don't even remember! Okay, alright, okay, so... Oh, I don't even remember what I said on this first one! Okay, mortgage into this deduction should be... Oh, no! No, it was so long. Yes. Okay. I said yeah. Oh, wait, I did it in Discord later. No, let me try. Okay. Wait. Okay. Remember. I think I said. Fuck. What did I say, bro? Okay. Okay. No. The minimum wage, should be subject to yes. I said no. I think I said neither for this one. No, that's the next one that I think I said neither for. Must be open for commercial and vacation. Okay. Oh, this one, right. Municipalities should be whether, I said neither, right? Social should be, nope. More money on developmental aid. I think I eventually ended up with yes on this. High-income households should receive less child benefit. There should be less money to the public broadcasting. Must recognize the Palestinian state. Single-use plastic, you pay extra. That levy must disappear. The rental pricing should not rise faster than the next year's. Yes, the scientific research. Municipalities, I said neither. No, I think I said no. I said no. The people should judge, yes, I said yes to this. You should have a maximum of 12 months, no. I think, what did I say by this one? I think I actually said neither on this one, and then later I went back and I was like, yes, I think I actually agree with so I am gonna change I'm gonna deliberately change my answer, because when I was doing it, like later on, somebody said something, and it made me, okay, abortion must be out of the criminal code, yes. Increase to the minimum wage should no longer, no, I said no. Reduced by at least half. I think I might have said neither for this one. No, I don't remember whether I said neither for this one. Does anyone remember what I ended up on the cattle? I think I said that the half. Okay, I think I actually like sided on no, because I was like, the half was what got me, right? Illegal residents must be okay, punishable, no. Motorists have to pay per kilometer driven. I think I said no or neither on this one because of like, oh shit, I said neither. Okay, it's fine. Well, it's fine. It's fine. By half, that has to be reversed. No, I said no. Mental suffering should be a reason for euthanasia. Does anyone remember? Mental suffering. I actually think I said like, I ended up with no because of like how this was, it was either a no or neither. Because of like what I know about the implementation, right? Is this the one that, okay, I think I went with neither. I remember this like being the thing that, I can check that later. I don't think it'll make a huge difference. Building or housing on farmland easier. Should never accelerates a crime. Must go up from 18 to 21 years. I think I said no. Okay, and then almost done. Yes. Okay, wait. Oh god, but I can't, okay, I'm not doing this again. Does anyone remember, or does anyone know what the actual, like, original sentence is without fucking this up? Like, maybe, okay. More nuclear power. Okay, so this is basically saying we want more nuclear power plants to come to the Netherlands. Okay, by the way, I would generally agree, though. Yeah, do we need more nuclear? I would generally agree, but let's see what people says. Crucial to becoming energy independent, affordable, reliable, green energy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, 2 nuclear power plants. More than 2 would be far too expensive and unrealistic. Some people say it's green, so others say we're too late. Nuclear power is clean, affordable, and reliable. Build more power plants. Okay, why would anyone say against? Let's see. Okay. Oh, Think says neutral. Do not exclude. However, the new realization of more nuclear plants is not an end in itself for us. Slow, expensive, not sustainable. Takes years, costs billions. It remains hazardous for a long time. What we need investment in truly sustainable energy generation. Solar and wind. Oh, right. Because y'all are really good with wind. Nuclear plants will be closed as soon as possible. Nuclear power plants are coming too late while the climate crisis is now taking action. Oh. I mean, I think it's like a not dogmatic against all forms of nuclear power. We welcome more research on molten salt reactors and nuclear fusion. We are for nuclear power when it can replace fossil fuels without compromising investment in renewable energy. Now it's not like that, right? I think that's probably like I mean, I feel like that's compelling in the sense that they, like, if you like the idea, but like it's at this point in time, it makes way more sense to focus on the things that y'all can invest in. Or if it's not too late, like, you know what I mean? I get that. I guess I get that, right? I would say that y'all should rely on your strengths and, like, you know, I feel like it's a risk, right? It is a risk. I guess I don't feel like I know enough to, like, make a good decision, right? I would say I'm neutral. I would say neutral, honestly. Okay. Okay, are there topics that you find extra important? I don't know. Oh, extra important? Okay. Okay. Yes. Money to public bread. This. No increased assistance. That. Health insurance. I think these are my, like, topics, right? Which parties do you want to include in the results? Wait, what do you mean by... Oh, I see. Okay, I'm gonna do all parties just to see. Okay. Next step. A voice guide? Wait, but I'm not a duchy. Okay, whatever. To result. Wait. Oh no! Wait, huh? The first parties are very close together. With the help of additional statements, you can see which party best fits your pen. Select two parties. Wait, are these the two parties that they've picked for, are these the parties that they've picked that I... Wait, I can't... Wait, the PVDA? Really? PVDD? Wait, actually, wait, what was SP again? You basically got all three the same? Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Party for the animals, the PVDA, and SP. Oh, interesting. Oh, but more for party for the animals. That's oh, this is really interesting. BVNL. Huh. 75%. Okay, here, let's do these two. Let's see. Okay. There has to be a European army. Okay, this one I'm not gonna look... Okay, how about this? This one, I'm not going to look at their things, okay? There has to be a European army, yes. The government must again give money to people to electric cars buyings. Yes. The amount of fine should depend on your income. Oh! I think I very slight disagree. The government must allow permanent living in a vacation rental. Ooh, yes. The Netherlands must participate in international military missions. And oh, that one. That's rough. I need more information, but I don't want to bias myself. I'm gonna see yes. You got much higher pirates than me. This is basically just like you're fucking red. SP Socialist Party. Oh really? Oh, I can go back. Okay, so I'm closer. Oh, interesting. 4 out of 5 statements. Oh, okay. Wait, can I go back to parties? Oh, here, let's do the PVDA. No, let's do these two. The government may force farmers to sell their land to ensure that their future nitrogen comes into nature. Oh, yes. The excise duty on petrol, gas, and diesel must be... Wait, are those excise duties? No, I wouldn't want them to be reduced. The maximum speed on motorways should be 100 both during the day and at night. Didn't get PVDD. Okay, lib. A toll for the rich. If speeding is just an extra 200, it just becomes a cost of entry. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair, right? But like, I guess I need more information. Like, I'm doing this very quickly. The maximum speed on motorways should be 100 both during the day and at night. I guess I don't know enough about this to, like, PVDD is why I don't have a pet hedgehog anymore, so they're dead to me. Yeah, fair enough, okay? That's fair. Wait, what's the, wait, I actually will look at this. Gotta go fast at night? Damage to nature. Maximum speed. 15, it is better for health and leads to fewer accidents. Fuck the spin limit. I'm surprised this is a question, but I get the idea. Yeah, I guess I just don't have an opinion, but I know that like it's not gonna help me to put me on, like, it's gonna just take me out of the you know what I'm saying? Icebeans and her MAGA hat. It is not a MAGA hat. Yo, Roach Boss, welcome in. I'd say no, I don't really know. The government must allow permanent living in a vacation rental. Wait, I thought... Oh, right. Yes. Taxation of inheritances must be increased. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna say yes, but I do want to say what... Why? Okay. Party for the animals. We ensure that wealth is distributed more fairly. If you inherit less than... Oh, okay. You know, this makes more sense, though. Right? Like, this is what I care... Like, this is what I really think in the sense that, like... I'm thinking... when I think of inheritance, I'm thinking of people who are, like, uber rich. But if there's, like, I'm totally fine with, like, people under a certain amount. If you get, like, $500 from your grandma or something, you know? So, sure. Okay, SP in 3 of the 5 theorems. Okay, cool. Also, it's Hunga. I'm in Roach Boss era. Nice. Welcome in, Roach Boss. This is an ideology test. This is actually the Dutch political parties test, which has been very fascinating. That's interesting. This is great. Thank you so much, Pippinwig. I don't know which it really puts me in, right? How do I, is there a way to, like... I'm only gonna... I'll screenshot this later, okay? Wear your Soros box now! SP, okay, Tanky! Oh my god, I'm waiting for my Soros box too. Alright, yeah, the hat is a lie, y'all. Okay, listen, it is way past the time. I said I was only gonna stream for like 2 hours. Bro! Okay, listen, this has been great. I'm gonna end stream now because here's what we're gonna do, okay? The Dutch are exerting their control on the stream, forcing Icebeans to take this quiz. Shoot! Okay, listen. We are going to be streaming later today. Okay? Yeah, J. Colin is third. I don't know if I'm saying that right. We're going to actually be streaming later today in just like a few hours, actually, okay? So we're going to start around 5 p.m. EST, okay? And we're going to be playing community games. We're going to be playing Lethal Company, Peak, First Class Trouble, Damned 2, Among Us, Dead by Daylight, and Chained Together, okay? I'm going to be putting that announcement in the Discord. So, you know, you're going to get two Icebean streams in one day, okay? Groove Homes. Aura maxing? I'm making up for lost time. I have not streamed in over 2 weeks. 2 weeks! Okay? So, we are going to be raiding into Lucy. Okay? And, do I have to play Dead by Daylight now? Yes. Amogus. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna raid into Lucy, and I want y'all to, This is gonna be the raid message, okay? Okay, you can copy and paste this message when we go in, okay? Obviously, the Biden cutout lets me laugh every stream. Oh no, look, hold on, he wasn't looking as demonic as he should have been. Okay, there you go. There you go. Alright, okay. Copy and paste that, okay? Or at least copy and paste that when you get into the raid. Oh wait. Thanks for the fun. Thanks for hanging out and helping me out with the with the quiz. Alright, okay, bye. See y'all later. See y'all in a few hours. Your Papu needs dinner. Aw, give him a kiss for me. Bye.